annoying. Oh wait, I know what this is. Oh!
Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, it's Malkuth.
Yeah, isn't
Of
that a
course.
Tales of the Abyss reference or something?
Oh, it's Kokma. I mean, Kokma.
No. Old man learns about hard
You
days.
gotta watch.
Old man splashed with water.
Oh, why?
Okay, this is simple. You ready? This is simple.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm in
What?
salami final spell, but I'm going to...
Easy. Easy.
Ah! What? Wait, don't tell me. You! No! You! I can't believe this!
What?
You little rascal! You
My
scoundrel!
stream went off and on again. When did I turn my stream off?
No! Don't tell me that! I am not a Heijikin! Oh my god!
Frick, I gotta...
Hold on, when did my stream go off?
Frick.
Yeah,
I
we're
I did
just-
it.
Oh my god, you guys!
Frick. Huh. Well, let me just,
No.
Oh god!
I don't know. I don't remember how this character looks, but it's not Shion. That's all I can really say. I don't know. I don't remember how this.
It's not.
Stop the stream.
It's
My mistake.
what?
I don't know how to draw
Damn, now
this
you got your
character.
revenge by...
It's a person I haven't done before.
Oh darn it, just went off around the time of
And
Heijikin.
let me just, this is the
Yeah.
hitbox. This is the hitbox of the character.
I don't remember. Oh god. Oh, Letty. Oh,
Thank you, Ramen.
Oh,
I am not a
Letty.
Heijikin!
Heijikin. Heijikin.
The hitbox meme is because in PCB, the Letty's hitbox is wider than other bosses.
Because fuck it, it is.
Okay, to guarantee that I
What?
don't accidentally shut off the
bleeding.
stream.
It's bleeding! That's not good!
Got it.
I feel like I should know this, but I don't, and I feel silly.
Oh, I got it.
Weird
I'll
magic.
give you
What's
a
the
hint.
first card Haiji uses?
Oh.
Oh.
I was like, this looks familiar, but I can't put my finger on what.
Look at all those lines.
All those dots.
Also, the endless stairs do actually stop at 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh my god.
Yay! You found it!
Let's go.
I found the end of the endless staircase.
Oh no, I didn't end with sewer bombing. This is sad.
Yep, so apparently I accidentally hit something to turn off the stream again
How?
at...
Ow.
Don't pout.
Oh. Got it.
Okay, well there's...
Okay, I'll start drawing a character.
Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, finally. Haiji. Oh my god, it's our galley.
You know, I want this theme as my ending theme.
I am not a Heidi kid, I swear!
Okay,
I don't know,
Haiji.
man.
No!
Well, explain your closet filled with the sewer bombing shrine.
What? I don't even have a closet!
Alright, so the question is, are you a Haijikin or are you a Surabami-kin? Would you want to be Surabami?
About being called a dictator? I don't know
I'm
if I
saying,
would
do you
like
want
that.
to be a dictator?
No, I don't want to be a dictator. But I love Surabami a lot.
Chris.
So are we starting again?
You want to turn down the
But
you want
maybe
to
we
turn down
should
the
reduce it to
rounds or
5
something?
rounds.
Yes.
Yeah,
Six
okay.
rounds.
Let's get back in.
I'll make it 5 rounds. You guys make me nervous laughing because I'm getting excited and I don't like that. Anyway,
It's okay, I get over just horrified
It's
you.
okay, it's
You
okay,
sound
it's
like
okay,
you're
it's
getting
okay.
Oh,
excited.
Tony's
You
here.
hate
Hello, Tony.
happiness
Are you
or
going to be
something.
drawing the scribble?
Hi Tony, welcome to Twitch.
Ah, you're too late. Oh, there's only
Yeah.
5 people?
Yeah, sadly.
yeah, some people love.
Oh well.
Someone
I'm gonna
post
be
the link.
popping off.
Get more
See ya.
people.
I love Surabami.
Are you actually going
It's
to add?
okay, it's okay, I'm...
for Hulk Hogan toys.
No, that's not what he was on his card looks like. Got him.
What?
Huh?
Oh, welcome back. I don't know who this is. I don't know what this is.
How did QJ get this one?
It's so obvious.
Tony left for a second, but Tony is still here. Hello, Tony.
I got it. I got the card. I was like, oh wait, the blue go in, and then I smart.
Very good.
Okay, don't worry, guys. I'm calm again.
For now.
You
No,
know,
I only say I play every
don't
Len'en
don't
game,
make me
so...
excited, okay? Then we'll be good.
Oh my god.
Gamer moment.
Did indeed
Ah,
get the
this-
reference, Ramen.
Well, I need a. Where's my wait? Is it my turn? Oh,
Oh,
shit,
whoops.
it is. Fuck.
Yeah, Junko.
What the
Junko.
hell?
Oh, whoops, things are...
Let's see. Let's do.
Where's my...
Alright, no guessing yet. Oh wait, no. What? What is happening to this person?
And then
Got him. Let's go.
die. And let's
You're
put the
close,
little-
Pi. You're actually close.
Oh,
Die.
I see now.
Die.
Yeah,
Die.
they are
Jeez.
shit.
Well, at least this
Alright
one's
then,
correct
now for BPOHC.
So, what are you gonna do for BFT? Are you just gonna do like one clear, or are you gonna do all the routes?
You know what, I'm going to do one
So-
clear at level 1335.
Where
You can
is-
do it.
You got this.
Alright. Here we are.
Oh,
Yep.
Wow, I sure am good at this.
Snake.
there
On
we go.
hard.
Oh wait, what? Oh fuck. Fuck.
Be careful. There's
Except
a gap
actually,
there.
just there you are.
Oh, there
Careful,
we go.
this is on
That's not how it works.
Twitch.tv.
Oh dear, I've ruined everything. Let me just.
Oh no. Well, I mean,
there, I'm just
everyone
gonna-
got it already.
huh.
Everyone got it, so
I got this. Can I just
yeah, you could draw that. I give you permission.
View large icons. Where is it?
spins. It spins.
So,
June. Where's my?
oh, my
Where's
turn.
my funny?
Alright.
Double dueling character is good.
Ah, where is it?
You know what, I'm going to play with everyone as Fumikado, and...
Do.
You can do it.
Yep,
You
it's
can do
Happy
it on Unreal. I
Pocky
know
Day,
because
everyone.
I also have done it.
And I'm going to do a very special...
I know this.
playthrough.
I know this, but I don't.
Oh, pie
It
down.
feels silly. Like, I know I've seen this before. I know I have.
I'm going to do a very special playthrough of BPOC.
Aw.
And that's because...
Oh.
Well, you'll see when I get to it. People on Twitch will see when I get to it.
Oh, that was a. Dang,
You
I'm
should.
ready.
You honestly, with your levels, you could absolutely do Unreal. I did Unreal Haze blind with Fumikado.
Yeah, I know, I
at
just
around
wanted to
level
make sure.
1000. Yeah.
I
so
just wanted
you
to
absolutely have the ability to do
absolutely make sure. Yep, I don't doubt I could do Unreal.
Find it. Heart Toho.
it. Oh.
I don't know
The
who that is.
movie company? People who made Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on the NES?
This is a.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
sword. Oh.
That
This
is not.
looks familiar.
That is not a sword.
I don't know
whoops.
who drills. Who uses the drill?
It's a knife. It's a knife.
Piece of shit drill.
So what was the
Plus,
heart
I gotta
in the
focus
oh
on
no?
Scribblio as well.
So what was the heart in the oh no about?
It's Ramen's favorite character from
Oh,
Toho. What does this say?
Chinese.
Oh. Wow.
Chinese!
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. I typed it right. Good.
am I the only one that just sometimes forgets what Mei Ling stage theme sounds like?
I
I
haven't
just
listened
cannot
to
remember.
it.
Like, I know
I
it sounds
forgot.
good. I know it's
But yeah,
about,
happy
but I
Pocky Day,
can't-
everyone. That's what we're celebrating here, right?
Oh.
Pocky. No, it's
Yep,
not.
Go
It's
is
Len'en Day.
drawing
It's
now.
Len'en Day.
Ow. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Did it.
Everyone always draws Casey's feet.
It's just always the
Oh,
feet.
frick, I gotta draw now.
Yeah.
Everyone is stealing my idea.
Dude,
Okay.
listen,
I
it's
don't
like the
actually know how to draw
signature
this.
thing, so
I'm just kidding anyway. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
There we go.
and
oh my god,
What, are you nervous to say
Oh
that
my God,
name
oh my
for
God.
reasons?
it's a fairy, isn't it? Oh my god, it is. It's the fairy with the gun.
I was trying to write parish.
Parish.
Parrot. Oh my god. Alright. I am going to
I get them.
draw more poses.
I had it. There was an attempt.
Oh, I drew this image too big.
Oh no.
Sometimes it'd be like that. Oh. I'm surprised we
There
haven't
we
seen
go.
them before, actually.
They're back.
Oh! I got it. I was like, sword! I was like, oh, I got it.
There we go.
Same ramen, same.
Oh, buddy.
No.
Nobody
don't call me
knows
IG, I
how
swear.
dry I am. Yep, so I'm doing only one playthrough of BPOC, but like for the
How'd you have this
for the
one?
sake of time.
Don't suffer through all the VPOC, it's not worth it.
Why are you pointing to me? What?
However,
Wait, number 2.
I am going to be doing something very special
Who do you
for
like
this
the second
playthrough of
most?
BPOC, and it's not going to come and play for a
Wait,
while, so please
second
wait
most.
warmly for that.
I don't know who that is or why you like them that much.
Right,
Can you
Remember
elaborate?
that. Okay, it's from the trailer.
Yeah, it's Surabami's homeolog.
Oh.
Homie.
You like them because they're a fellow Surabami simp?
So cute.
Haji has a Surabami pillow. Ein. No,
That's
not
why you gotta
anymore.
be. So the way to disprove that you're a Hygie Ken is to become a Hygie simp.
Oh my
No,
God.
what? I don't even like IG.
That's what you gotta
No,
change.
you are a Haijikin because you like Surabami.
No, I'm not a kid. Stop.
Get a
Okay,
single
yeah,
Hygie personality trait other than
I
like
think the whole thing started going downhill with, first of all, either the stream crashed or I accidentally pressed the button to cause it
Oh
to
my
stop.
god, that double
Accident-
whammy.
Either I accidentally pressed the stop stream button or the stream crashed when.
Oh no. I am not a hype.
How was the blue one again? I think it was just
I think it
spikes.
just looks the same.
No, I think it was just spikes, I think.
Oh yeah, I gotta.
Yeah, actually, let me recheck,
Work.
actually. I don't... Was it?
Hygie have.
Oh yeah, it is. It is basically
Well,
the
you
same
see,
on both sides.
Hygie doesn't have a Surabami body pillow because Ein stole it.
Oh my
So,
I did not.
and you guys already know what it is.
The plot.
I did
The
not
plot.
steal. What?
The plot thickens. The plot
Very
thickens.
cool.
Of who stole Haji's body pillow.
Alright, so. Oh, if Kurohebi's Black Snake, would that mean that they evolve into Sea Sun
crow
and then
snakes.
Made in Hell?
Maiden. Oh my.
Alright.
Come on.
I am
got
sorry!
that.
It's not Tsunobami.
Give me oh. Got it.
I'm just drawing the poses as much as I could.
Oink oink.
Yeah, their chest does kind of look like a pig thing.
Honestly, it
Hey,
reminds me of
yeah.
Baymax.
I am
Wide
Baymax.
stance, let's go.
Ah, frick! I don't know this
Reminds
person's
me,
name.
I used to have a teacher
Kojiro.
who did
I
a
don't know
really
his name,
who
I
could do a
forgot.
really good
Oh,
They're
Baymax
more forgettable than
impression.
Kaoru.
I did not steal the memo!
I have no idea how they did it. But yeah, I had a teacher who could do a really good Baymax impression.
Darn it. Dumplings.
Somehow I knew what that was.
Huh?
Oh,
I got
yes.
it too. The card that made me
It's
very
that thing
sad.
that Daitarn 3 uses.
What?
Safe spot in it, right in the middle of these orbs.
You know, I just make references that nobody's gonna get, but
Oh.
yeah,
It's
as you
alright.
can see, so far this is just a
Oh no, I
normal.
misspelled it!
This is just a normal. So far, this is just a normal Hayes
I just
Castle
realized,
route.
I realized it was
that
the
card,
heads,
that
the
card
double sign.
obliterated me. I lost. I went from 4 to 0 power
Man, I
on that
can
card.
I can still never find the Oh. Dad.
Dad.
Oh my god,
Jinbei.
no, it's, put
It's
like
the
something
funny gamer.
with, you know, what you could play. Yes, the gamer.
I hate it here. Oh.
I love it here.
Yes.
Ramen.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
hate it.
Alright.
I hope you guys
Right.
heard
Right.
what you
If
wanted.
Okay, let's see. So let's see. Right. It's...
I only said
It's
it because you guys wanted it, not because I did it.
Actually, wait.
Oh, I got
Oh
it.
my eye.
What?
You.
How'd you guess it just from the purple? From the purple lines.
Because it's purple.
It's. You
If
just
you remember
posted
that one spell
cringe.
card that destroys everyone's CCs
You just posted cringe.
in EE, and then it goes backwards again.
Jiro.
Kojiro. Ayy.
Ow, I accidentally kicked the wall.
See.
Dang.
Let me just.
No, you have to wait. Oh, who is this? What?
Frick, the lasers are red, right?
Alright, so as you can see, so far this is just a normal run of BPOHC on Hayes Castle
Motherfucker!
route.
Sorry, I got mad.
Every character being Fumikado.
I got pissed at this fucking spell card! They robbed me of my run multiple times!
Did you not know
There.
no, the four dice is actually
There, your
bugs.
breakdown!
Also,
That ain't
someone
gonna work
two
on me.
people just
You're my
left.
Haiji voice now.
You know, the funny thing is that I have a voice in mind for Surubami, but I can't actually do it.
Oh, for Junko.
Oh, Junko left. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Now it's just the four of us.
Dude, try so bad. I'm gonna screenshot it to show Junko.
Okay, Eastern Garbage Patch.
The downside of having a real person as a character voice is that if I want to imitate that character, I'm going to be mocking that person now.
Understandable.
I am not a Haijikin.
Ooh, I know I should know this one, but I don't. I got it. Frickin' memo trash.
I am not a Haijikin.
But yeah, actually.
At least
But,
you haven't cut
actually,
any of your
no.
fingers off yet.
What? I don't know
Crabston
that
actually made a good point.
There was a story from the Danganronpa
Because you actually
fandom
just
of a
hide
Nagito-kin who
Hey,
cut
no,
his
I
finger
didn't
off.
steal
from them.
You don't need that here.
Because you know
My
that's how you
my-
got the body pillar from Haiji, because you are Haiji. You didn't
I
steal
am
it from
Haiji.
them. You wouldn't
My
need to.
hair- My hair is not bluish.
Ha!
I love Tsunabami so much! I love them!
This will be forever recorded
Not
on
really having
stream.
your point.
Oh god, you're streaming!
Forever.
I forgot!
And just, and just.
Oh my god, no. Don't you love when it comes up from above?
Angry.
Don't you love when it comes up from above?
I love Tsunabami Sandry so much! They're so cool! I want it!
I think this.
I love them. I love them.
Do 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 do.
No, no, no.
Do 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 do.
Alright.
Hot take.
Oh,
I
yeah,
still think
and
that
because it was
Swami is
unexpected,
easier
I
boss than
picked-
Surabami. Oh my goodness, how?
Isn't it just natural?
I should
Also,
know this,
Fast
but I don't.
Fumikado is kind of
Fast
blurst.
Ooh, I know this one, but I don't know this one at the same time. I'm slow.
What are you
As
what's
your
happening
local
in the-
dictator, you are free to express
Yahoo!
how you
I
feel
lost.
about me. Oh no, I wonder why that would be.
Oh my god. Are we going for
Why
another
am I
round?
still laughing at that?
Don't say something like that! I get excited! Alright, are we doing this again? Are we playing again or should I make it faster? Oh my god, what's
I'm not
happening?
the one making the
sure,
decisions here.
Let's just go maximum fast. Like, what's the
Alright,
lowest time possible?
30 seconds, let's go! Guys!
Well, what's the lowest time possible?
30. It's at 30 seconds.
Yeah. Alright, so just go for speed.
Guys!
Gotta get that speed.
Oh my god. Who has 2 letters in their thing? What?
Oh, right.
Oh boy, vertical flip. Oh dear, Kujiro with vertical grip flip.
You guys! Oh my god! Someone just said something, twisting. They said that Haijikins me!
Ooh. Well, to be fair, I do think you are a bigger Surabami simp than them.
I can't believe that's possible. Oh, it was not Kujiro.
That's all I'm drawing. I need to get through this.
Hey.
Okay, now at Kaisen.
I don't know what this is. How do you people know this when I don't? Oh. It seems so obvious in hindsight. Perhaps that's because I'm looking at the answer.
Luigi! You guessed Luigi!
It's just... Bleh. Bleh.
Oh my god. I mean, it's fast.
It is fast. Suruba?
Suruba!
I love the sceneries, they're so powerful. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, that would be nice. I would like that.
I could also make a poor quality Surubami. When is your birthday?
July 23rd.
That's quite a bit away.
I mean, I like to draw, but
If you
I'm pretty
remind
bad
me, I
at
will
it.
draw you one. If you remind me, I will draw you one. I'll probably forget otherwise.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. That's Kaisen down.
Oh shit, I still need to download that iceberg document.
Yeah, I'm planning on actually reading out the iceberg document later on in the stream.
What? Who is this?
Ferrari shoots a strange bird.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh
I was
my
going to
god.
sing the song, but I actually forgot how.
Wow, that is a long name. Oh.
Nah, I got what you're going for, Ramen. I was just.
Hang on. I had to.
I couldn't remember what Yumu's theme goes like.
Wait.
What?
Guys, I'm not creepy like Haiji.
What is happening?
Haiji? Creepy?
Nice.
Surely you jest.
Yeah, it's the
Alright,
complicated
watch
way
this.
of how do you
This is-
shorten my
This
name
is
that I
extremely efficient. Watch this. Blech.
Clus.
um,
Fine, I'll just
Uh,
yeah. And then you just gotta. That's terrible, actually. It's just that's not the right color. It's frickin' Shion. You got it.
oh, okay.
What are you talking
I'm sorry, that was
about?
very bad, actually.
you may not break me down, break.
Oh, it's my turn.
I apologize for that.
Alright, let's see if I could remember this closing. Oh god, I forgot. We have limited time.
Yeah, go, 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 go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rush.
Frick.
No, it's the other one.
Ah, frick. Terumio.
Terumio.
I got it. Just
Terumio.
barely too late.
Yep. Yep.
Have you ever wanted to play as a corpse possessed by a mirror in a fun platforming game? Well, now you can.
Well, I mean, you could play it. I mean, Blaze Blue Hazama.
Alright, let's. No!
Oh no,
Robin!
Robin! Robin!
Who else is red? That's all I could guess. Who is this?
It's someone on the
I
server.
would say something, but I'm 7
Ramen
seconds
is gone.
behind because I'm watching the stream now.
Someone else already made this joke before.
It's Crepson.
Oh!
I love how Roman just popped in halfway through the round and instantly knew. Also, it's gonna. I'm gonna do posing, except I don't know what this character's pose is actually. It's just have those big, beady eyes,
Big.
and just make it less terrible. There we are. And then you just napkin.
Kirby.
Hello again, Soku.
Yeah.
Soko.
What?
5.
this?
There are 5
5 what? Oh!
requests.
Oh!
I mean, not counting Super
I tried to
Asia.
cock you.
I shall become Super Asia,
but I have
champion of
never-
all.
I've never played in
Kaguya is
person,
5.
right? So I don't really remember what she looks like that well. You know, drawing in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
I know
Actually,
this one.
Yeah.
You know, I'm double checking every once in a while to see that my stream's still up.
That's a very good thing to get to the habit of.
Yeah, because the stream actually went down a few times, and I didn't notice.
Yeah, it happens to me. Just pretend the arm is over.
But this
Oh,
happens
you're
a
so
lot
sorry.
in my Cold Steel Blind playthrough, so
Oh no. Oh no, Melancholy, do you know what you've done?
I misspelled that so badly. I was
What?
typing too fast because I love syllables.
Oh jeez.
I know this. I know this.
You said the Basakoi. What is Isith the Basakoi?
Hey, there's the Three Monkeys representation.
Yeah, finally.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Discord on the PC version is so much better.
Oh wow, that is almost. Hang on. Oh no, gosh. Oh, I would have had it if my thing was inputted.
That's unfortunate.
Yep, so just so you know, I've captured
Okay, let's see.
this on stream.
What did you capture? Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Oh. I was confused because usually I see them flipped the other way around.
Isith Basakoi,
Yeah.
my favorite Len'en character.
My turn. Okay. Let's see. How can I make this funny? Oh my goodness.
One makes
You immediately know when I'm drawing just because the lines are so much smoother.
It's not sexy. Don't
Bring
call them
your
that.
microphone alive.
You know, it's kind of sad that I probably wouldn't have gotten it without Ramen's hints.
No, Xeno A is not sexy. They're in a midlife crisis.
You know, maybe I just find midlife crises sexy. We don't know.
Wait, I want to. Did I send the image? Hang on. Wait, let me guess. What is happening here?
Hardcold and I are on the same wavelength. I know who this is.
I do not know yet.
That's all you're getting. That's all you get to know.
What?
Guess you could say the answer is concealed to you.
Oh. I only got it when I realized that what that was, like a freaking wheelchair. I just want to
Alright,
post this
Hardcold,
again
your
'cause
turn.
it's just so ironic. It's just so funny.
I don't want to see one single Senri again.
Midlife crisis. Oh my god. I like how you always draw the legs so tall. You don't have that much time. You gotta hurry up.
Yeah, it's the funny.
What? Who is
It's
this?
the funny.
Who is the Oh! Oh no! Oh my god.
I'm just gonna
Imagine making Xeno A so like depressed you make them hate Senris for once. Gosh. Oh wow. Oh!
It was perfect. You know, maybe some people just find hating Senri to be sexy.
But like, this is Xeno A we're talking about, so
Yeah.
I know this, but I don't.
come on, you got this.
Yeah!
See, I told
Yeah,
you
I know
got
it's the one that doesn't share their name with a Blaze Blue character.
Now they're truly hidden.
Whose true name is actually also the name of one of Graham Cracker's mobile suits.
No one can see them.
Makoto and Naegi.
Makoto.
I get first place.
I.
Oh. Are we going again or what?
I'm not sure,
I'm
actually.
still good. I'm good for maybe one more round.
I probably have stuff to do too.
Yeah, I think one more round should be good.
Yeah, I mean, managing both a stream and managing both BPOC and Scribblio is hard. Like there, I ended up being right in the way of Garaya's lance and not having enough time to dodge because I paused to go back to Scribble.
Garaya's lance is bullshit and
wait.
everyone knows it.
There we go. I know what this is.
Oh, hello, Pi.
Welcome back! We're doing like really speedy rounds right now.
I think it's gonna be the last one, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it's my turn.
I love how active the server's been since the anniversary video. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, it was not them.
It's 8 letters.
I don't count the letters, I just kind of
Yeah,
eyeball it.
Gotta be fast, Pi. Or, wait, no, Pi's not the winner. My bad.
You gotta be fast, Hardcode.
It's a duck with a knife.
What?
Hey!
Yep.
Duck
I
Yarochi.
gotta do it now.
My face, this duck.
Pose time.
What? Oh, pose. Character is this? Oh, I see.
Okay, so
You don't have much time.
you know this has been a fairly normal haze run so far. Well, currently I am experiencing blindness too.
No! I want Tsudabami and Smash.
Dude,
We don't-
I
Rainbow
want
and
Rayman
Smash
and
would be
Smash. What are you all
hype,
talking
but
about?
Len'en and Smash, that's the impossible pipe dream.
I've heard
That would be
I've
so
heard that
sad.
the leaks are saying that Reen's going to be in Smash. But I doubt
Yeah.
anyone here knows who Reen is.
I do not.
That's a very that's a very good drawing. Like, I'm surprised.
Well,
how I'm
you'll
able to
see
tell
if that
just from
rumor-
the hair.
Well, if that rumor was
Uh,
true, you'll certainly find out who Reen
thought-
is.
How do you spell it?
Spell
How do you
what?
spell her name?
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about because I don't know how it's spelled. I don't know who Reen is.
Well, as I said, you'll find out if that rumor is true.
Oh.
How?
I want Tsudabami and Smash. I don't want Reen. I want Tsudabami.
It's oh.
It's gonna drop something dumb.
Imagine Eternal Dance Engine in Smash. That's the dream right there. Oh no, what have I done?
What have
have I
you
done?
done?
Eternal Dance Engine,
so
Super
sorry
Smash
for what
Bros.
I've
Ultimate
done.
Mix.
Oh no, I broke Ein. Broke Ein, guys. I'm so sorry.
You killed her.
Oh,
That would be so
let's
cool.
go. It's my favorite Toho.
I don't know who this is.
Jimmy
Oh, that freaking long name.
Alright then, let's make this nice and quick. I'm stealing this idea again.
Let's see if you see Tsudabami and Smash in here.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm good now.
I'm
Man, if
sorry,
that-
Ein. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
It's okay. I'm okay. I'll
Damn
try
it,
to
I remember
control
the
it
name
better
every
next time.
No, it's fine. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Every time I get excited, I get happy, so it's okay.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Tsudabami makes me happy.
Yeah.
That's very good. It's good that you have a thing that you're happy about.
Alright, who is this?
It's just
go.
She has blue hair and
I
the
don't-
green hat.
I thought you were gonna say creature for a second. I'm like, Neon's a creature. Oh. Alright. Put the glove back on.
Keiki does
It
have
looks like me to
Mayumi.
read.
It's just, do you think Mayumi's a creature?
Your profile picture reminds me of something.
Like what?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's probably the opening from The World Ends With You.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That actually makes sense. What is your profile picture from?
Hang on. Let me just
Well, my
draw that.
yeah,
Okay,
stories
so,
about that. Well, my
My I actually made my profile picture in Paint 3D, and it's supposed to be my humanized design of a boss from DU2.
Yeah,
huh.
that's pretty cool.
And like, it's supposed to be matching with my boyfriend's profile picture, which I also made.
Okay.
Sorry. Let me just guess this first before I get how the boss looks.
But yeah,
Okay.
my profile pictures, or since I have a lot of them for different sites, but for Discord, my profile picture is from Magikami.
Oh.
You'll never guess who my profile picture is of.
Wait, I haven't looked yet.
Well,
Hang
no,
on.
I don't know. What is your profile picture of?
I don't know what is my profile picture of.
I'm pretty sure I once knew, but I've now forgotten.
See.
Yeah,
Well-
it's funny.
Well,
because
maybe you've
Suzumi
just
does
made
the funny.
a mistake to have forgotten.
Here's how the boss. Oh, wait. Who is this? Jesus. What?
You
Oh.
just the real version.
Mankind invents the decimal system.
So here's the actual boss, and then I humanized him. And here's my.
Alright, this
close-up
isn't
of my
actually what their
icon.
crown looks like, but close enough.
Oh my goodness.
When you say crown, it makes it obvious.
Yeah. But like Ramen
And
had
then
that
with
typed
a
in even
big honking,
before.
this saying, too big, too heavy to be a sword.
Where's my?
Yep.
I'm trying to find the pictures, but it's hard when it's like. And then here's my humanized design of the guy. That's a.
Alright. Let me just.
Well,
Alright,
I'm.
guys, watch this.
Oh God, I made someone else another.
Ma'am, you know who it
Iron Yar
is.
simp. I made someone else an Iron Yar simp. Iron Yar.
Ein Herjar?
All the
I believe
four-
that's
all
how
the four-letter characters.
that's how Valkyrie
how it
Profile
works.
pronounced it, but as we all know, that truly is the precipice of English dubs.
Okay, let me see if I could draw posing again.
Even though it actually did have a really good cast for video game English dubs at the time. Just not a good- Just not a good voice director.
I don't know. Something about it just. It's just very good. Like, I instantly saw the I was like, yes, that is that character. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, except this show isn't angry enough.
Well, I didn't draw the eyes. I'm trying to remember from memory. But yeah, that's who my profile picture is supposed to be, because I kind of made an oath to myself that my Discord picture is always going to be something Danmaku Unlimited related.
Cool.
If I did not stick to that oath, my icon
and
would
then
be
on-
Tsudabami.
Yep, and then on Twitter, or my profile picture is of
This is Jelly, by the way.
on Twitter my profile pic is from one of the Gundam Universal Century series.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Like
which one.
Rocks.
One of them.
Yep.
On Twitter,
I
mine
love
is
the rocks. That's a very good touch.
And then on YouTube,
Twitter-
my my stream archive channel is Melon Bread from Gunstar Heroes.
A unique name.
Yep, it's a polygon face because they could do such things because Treasure wanted to show off the types of things they could do on the Genesis.
What? Oh! But on Twitter, mine is literally just my favorite image of Tsurubami.
Yep, and for my main YouTube channel, I have one of the off-model screenshots from. So yeah. This time,
This one's my favorite picture.
I will draw it correctly.
Good job!
How? How?
It's Christmas.
Yeehaw, I drew them correctly this time.
Oh, they only have 4 eyes.
Yep. So yeah, but on YouTube, mine is
I gotta draw.
an off-model screenshot from the anime adaptation of Power of God.
Alright,
Where when I was reacting to
Excuse
that,
me,
I noticed episode 9 had a lot of off-model screenshots. So
I just drew a black circle and 2 people got it.
I'm just trying to make the game go faster.
Oh, my turn again. Alright. I think this will be very easy. Oh, no, it's not supposed to be green. It's not Tsurubami. It was not that easy. Oh. Okay, I know I'm supposed to be fast.
I guess randomly.
I just made a joke, yes. But we all know. In our hearts. In our heart of hearts.
I like how people guess Jinbei for some reason.
Jibaru! Alright
What is
then.
it? What? What does that say? Oh my god!
It returns! Also, I'm fighting Kraj right now.
Oh no. Just bomb end is end. Just trust me. VPOHC end is a nightmare.
I am not a high.
Don't worry, I'll...
You are Haiji.
No, I'm not. I don't even
Are
like
you
Haiji.
sure about that?
I don't even like Haiji. They look weird.
What do you mean? Everyone cuts a hole in their hat so the hair can go through.
This is my reaction.
Also, no matter how much you hate Haiji, you have to admit they have a very good theme.
I like Eternal Dance Engine better.
I may...
Also, I probably
That's
have
all
one
I'm drawing.
How the heck do you people do it?
When you draw with certain...
But yeah, I made a remix of Haiji's theme in WarioWare DIY.
Dang.
But yeah, when you...
So I probably have a bit of an unfair bias towards Haiji because I really like their scene in Glorious Memory Lane. I think it's very funny.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like I was just trying to I was trying to enjoy this new Len'en fan game, and all of a sudden it starts blasting Cyrano at me, and that's pure
Alright,
comedy.
this was a recommendation I was told to take!
Oh my god, what?
And, let's just...
Bombing on Kraj's vinyl.
What is this? Very long name.
Oh, I know who it is.
Oh my god! I can't remember that name.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
now
was
I
not
said,
capitalized.
now I said,
Understandable. If you want, you can shorten it to Shinmi, just the first 6 letters.
I said I had something
Suguna.
very special for this BPOC playthrough.
Oh
And-
no, what are you doing?
Considering I'm on stage 6
Why am I so good?
-4, You may know what that is now.
Oh god, you're doing it again?
Whoops. Did I mean to do that?
So yeah,
Well,
considering
that
the
was it.
stage I'm
Would be very
on,
good
you may
emotes.
know what the special thing I'm doing for this playthrough is.
Alright, was that the last round?
Tenkai.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good to keep going, but it's probably getting very late for some people.
I mean,
it's
I've
like
got to do the rest
10.
of the stuff before the anniversary is up.
Wait, let me check if I did my daily Surabami today. I actually forgot.
You should stream it.
You want me to stream? I think I might have done it this morning, but I could stream Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle if you want instead.
No, you can't do it, because then there'd be 2 Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle streams at once, and that's illegal
Well, I
by
mean, I'm
law.
almost done with mine, so yeah, here's the special thing that I'm doing.
Alright, so I guess I'll stream after Heart Gold streams.
Yeah,
Yep,
in
so
order to
yeah, I'll
not
switch over the
obliterate
camera
the
to...
entirety of humanity.
I mean, I play insta-death with no upgrades for extra plus A, so you're gonna see me suffer for a long time.
Yep, so...
Alright, so I already did my,
I'm kind of lost.
what's that?
Why
Oh,
exactly?
dear. That sounds like
You
a
really
problem.
are a train wreck.
Oh, Heart Gold is streaming.
Say whichever you want. Which way should we go? Oh, how truly bizarre! I should find some more people here. Who's there?
Streaming on Discord though.
Come now, be not so afeared. I wouldn't blame you though.
Is this Claude?
Who
you
are
playing
you?
Claude?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
He did this.
Could you
for
be
Cloud
inquiring
Evidence
as to
also.
my true name? You know, any common folk who hear it shall lose their sanity.
I'm
Meaning?
losing my sanity right now.
It cannot be helped. I shall tell you my false name. I am known as Wilhelm. Jeez, that's long. Huh? Was it?
Oh, you can say, come on,
I just
Wilhelm
got
one.
that impression.
Wilhelm,
The populace of this land are also impatient. Who cares about what to call you? Tell us who you are. Why are you obstructing our path? Oh, 'tis no major business. I am searching for the one in this photo. Perhaps you have heard tell of them? This is Fumikado, isn't it? Me? What? What a coincidence! A miracle! Fate! Certainty! Which is
That's
it?
such a hearty laugh.
Why, to think that I had already encountered this one in this photo. What mischief of fortuna is this? You're just a moron. Seems we've run into a real weirdo. What do you want with me? How rude of me! I had not yet mentioned my business with thee! Just spit it out already.
Stop
Now,
rhyming.
be not so hurried! One must always analyze the situation with serenity! Cripes, they're annoying. Very well,
Yeah, they are.
it is inevitable. I shall truncate my story. I was commissioned by someone to bring them you. And who would that someone happen to be? I have no obligation to tell thee, but they must be great enough to commission I, the Lord of Shadow. You're the Lord of Shadow? I did not know Fumikado reacted like that.
Wait, you should see what happens next.
Fumikado reacted with surprise that Klaus is supposedly the Lord of Shadow.
Wait, keep going, go. Keep going.
You know what?
Dialogue.
You know what that is, Fumikado? Sounds pretty cool. Uh-oh, we've
Fumikado, I
got
have
a
no
good
respect for
competition going here.
I have no
Have
respect
you
for Fumikado.
now comprehended how fearsome it is? Comprendu? Oh, hadashi wakarimasen ka?
What?
Why does this fan translation have them switching to speaking Japanese? But I too shall be the ruler who unites the world. The title of Shadow Lord has been a stepping stone for me. Oh, so you are the one with ambition on the same level as I. What a truly fearless one you are. I really don't know what angle to approach this from anymore. That is indeed the correct answer. No angle of attack could have defeat me in the first place. This person, they're really something. No, they ain't.
Sure.
Underestimating them like that will land you in a world of hurt. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was cleaning off the spit from on my laptop.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm.
dear.
Well, I
I can-
suppose they
oh,
do
God.
seem quite strong. When one is able to measure my strength, only then can they first be called truly powerful. Okay, so your boss told you to bring me to them. But what if I say no? They did not ask for me to bring you unharmed. You want to fight? It is up to you three.
If you say no, then perish.
What should we do,
I got
Fumi?
you.
We can't come with them quietly, that's for sure. 'Tis decided then. Your sheer eccentricity has left me at a loss for words.
This is what
Go ahead
happens.
and talk smack while you still can. There's 3 people on our side, you know. We shall be fighting one-on-one, certainly? Why? Why, you say? I mean, is that not somewhat cowardly? You're being picky about that now, of all times. You're the one who came flying at us. I see. Well, no matter. A mere 3 people shall be no problemo. A truly
I can't believe
bold
they
foe.
said something like that.
Pretty sure they're just in too deep to back out at this point. Starting to think they're kind of fun, actually. Very well. Allow me to teach the 3 of you what true strength really looks like. Oh my gosh. You don't believe how sore my throat is from that.
Yeah, I can tell. Also, this
Sure.
Pretty sacrifice.
Opposing
This
force! Tier Earth!
oh god, this happened in the roleplay. I find it just really funny.
Yeah? Okay, I'll take a... Sweefang, look, fate is flying. Seifu pointed behind Tank. It was lying enough. Tenkai turns around. What now? Seifu opened an inkhole and jumped into it. Tenkai turns around only to see Seifu disappearing. Come back!
No,
Come back!
Seifu is free.
Yep.
Did you beat Claus yet?
Tenkai Hazu. I was in the middle of that. And paused to look at that.
Oh, right, and you came back.
Needle
Oh,
sword!
wonderful.
Slow throwing knife!
Don't die.
Don't worry, I have no intention of dying anytime soon.
Got this. Oh no, Claus's theme is stuck in my head now.
Yep. Banana nana nana banana nana nana banana nama 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 nama.
I prefer their EE theme.
Yeah, I know, but figured to just sing along with
You
the
know?
BPOC one since I'm there. Now Hypernova stresses
I
me
do
out.
like the Mihawk version better just because it doesn't overlap with Tenkai.
I never heard the similarities personally, but I guess I don't pay attention close enough to their
It's
themes.
just that in E around 30 seconds, Claus things go.
Perpetuity! Endless power!
And Tenkai's
Oh.
Biggest
go,
star, yo!
Oh, I see.
I like to
never
imagine
heard.
that Tenkai fought Claus in between 3 and 4, and Claus just changed their theme.
Yeah, well,
afterwards.
funny thing is that a lot of Lagrange wave! A lot of fans have actually theorized the connection between the two due to not only are their initial themes similar, but they also have
That's the question.
inverted color schemes of each other.
Yeah, can I post Claus Bob?
Okay. Now I've beat Claus. Okay, you've posted
Yay.
Claus Bob 2. And Claus Bob 1.
Is 15.a fixed yet?
I think it's still being worked on right now.
Said it
Yes,
would
let
be
me
done
check.
by November. Not on
see.
November.
Yeah, it's still down right now. I guess they're adding more characters.
Okay.
I hate
Now that
how
was
it
my
all
game played with
fits.
Fumikado, Fumikado, and Fumikado.
I think I will not stop. I think I will keep going, actually.
And I'm already full on replays, so... Yep. So now I'm going to play a voice 15.ai voice clips of Len'en characters.
Words themselves carry an innate power, but they
The
are worth
arty
much
ones
less than
always
those
make me
words that
crack
carry a
up.
heretical power. Every single word in a sentence carries its own energy known as an intention. As I speak, this energy begins to diverge and my words begin to acquire a new potency to them. However, if this process is interrupted partway through its execution, this partially converged energy could possibly invite an unexpected misinterpretation. Lost? Most certainly not. That was definitely not a loss. It was simply that I had not yet
It
mastered
already
my
bobbed too,
ability,
he
so
says
the match's
Surumi.
results were void. Well, it
I
is
mean,
indeed
he
the law of the
he
world's
tried.
providence that something so indomitable and bizarre would take a bit of time to properly master. In addition to that, I was going easy on in other ways. Should I
Also,
unleash
if
my
I
full
just doesn't
power,
even pronounce
I would find it
dumbass
quite
properly.
difficult to hold myself back. Start
You
with
dumbass.
crushing all hopes and dreams and thrusting Suba into a living
The
hell.
big mistake you
Somehow
always get
extend
to
their
me.
lifespan and keep them alive for ages. And just when things would look up, take that new hope and dash it again. And in the very end, let a teeny weeny ray of hope shine through, and then finally
my
end it all.
God.
Yes,
You
those
are
are exactly
beyond
the words I
fucked.
wanted to hear for a genius. You sure to get emotional.
Big
Just
mistake.
how many times
Yo.
has that been your downfall?
Yeah.
And now you failed
Here it is.
You missed your chance to kill me. Big
I'm
mistake.
broke.
Yo,
I'm broken.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I need. Hold on. I'll briefly deafen so that the audience can hear. Big mistake.
you missed your chance to kill me. Big mistake. Yo,
Already bombed. That's beautiful.
You're so
Clip
stupid.
that.
You fell for it. That's right. You dumbass. Of course I'm not Surabami
Oh,
Sunny.
God. You're welcome.
Yep. And
I
now
don't know if you
Kaoru
guys-
Bob.
My name is Koro Kashiwagi. Consider
I
this
don't think you
disrespect.
Kaoru Kashiwagi.
I would scarcely even consider giving my name to rebels like you.
Oh my goodness.
I see defeating Kunimitsu has caused you to grow arrogant. Allow me to show you these gorgeous techniques of
I
mine.
don't know if you
I will
guys
teach you
seen
great scoundrels
my
and showcase
15
the
AI
goals of
videos. I
our
only got up to stage 2 though.
Okay. So now. Oh, here.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no. Rip.
Rip. Are you done streaming or should I start streaming?
I'm still streaming, just not streaming BPOHC.
Oh, Ramen's back.
Yeah, you're back. We're just chilling right now.
Yep.
I
Now
might-
I'm just streaming. Now I'm just showing these
I might
these ridiculous
stream,
things.
Yeah, I might stream Brilliant Pagoda
Mixed up
or,
too.
Haze Castle too.
I
but,
wonder where
like,
everyone went.
Okay.
The shirts are all
you
mixed
get
up
to
too.
watch me
They're
suffer
walking all around.
instead.
Oh, I thought there was someone weird
Oh
around here.
God, I hate
Huh?
Xenoa.
And what?
I want to
It's
give
you?
them a minute.
Fluttershy Kurohebi is so
Oh,
cursed.
Wow. What are you doing here, Pearl Heavy?
Wait, what?
What do you mean? Hey, what?
Oh,
That's
no, I
what
think
you
it's
just
Pinkie
said.
Pie actually.
Oh,
That side.
Yeah, they
But
kind
I'm
of sound
here.
similar though.
You have a sound
yeah, yep.
That's what I just said.
Cause like, so like the way I did it
You're
is I
not
put
used at
all the
all.
names in a randomizer, and then I
If you're
I
here, Pearl
randomized
Heavy,
it, so
does
now
that
I
mean
have
others
who's
are
going
here
to be who.
too?
I'm not gonna
do you
spoil
feel
it
the
for who though.
So the freaking stage 1 thing. Who's
Said that whoever
voicing
reaches the deepest area
Kurohebi?
first will
Because it
have
sounds
a
familiar, but I
no
can't
matter
put my
what.
finger
What?
on it.
Probably
so-
Pinkie Pie.
Because
Yeah,
of
it's the
that,
voice actor.
Subakura just
It's
beat me up
Pinkie
and
Pie.
flew off.
It's kind of weird, cause like
Ah,
in
that's your fingers.
15.ai, Pinkie
And
Pie
so,
sounds more
do you
soft
mind if I do a
spoken.
little after work exercise?
Aha! You mean
I swear I've heard that
assassination?
voice somewhere else. Like maybe like
Exactly.
Scythia or something from Three Houses.
This is unfair.
A
You
heart
fought me
gold.
after I had
Can
already
you-
been weakened.
You've heard Lysithia,
Hey,
right?
Oh, sorry.
Yes. But that's
Can
a
you
different.
verify that? Yeah, can you verify that Kurohebi does sound somewhat like Lysithia in the video?
Yeah, I guess somewhat.
I don't know. That's just the only idea I have.
Phew, what's up with this weird place?
But-
Before I know it,
Oh,
it
God,
seems
the-
like I ended up on a
Also-
The mic's problems.
Something's
Oh,
really
God.
up
Yeah,
here.
Also, if I
It's
start
like another
streaming,
dimension.
I'll
it's
have to
different
switch
than
to my
usual.
phone PC
Ah,
because
it's you after all.
then
Yep,
the
so
desktop stuff
Ah,
will be heard on the
wait
stream,
a
and
sec.
I just
Okay.
want only the game.
Okay.
Aoikon, right?
It's Aji. Sorry for having such a tough name to remember.
That's not true, you know.
I
Yeah,
hate
but
how
sound-
all these
that.
voices sound like almost
You
familiar.
didn't say it, huh, right?
Like
So you were
Algi's
sucked
as
in
well.
here too?
It's
You have a song to
familiar-ish,
sing.
but I just
don't
don't
really
know.
get it, but you know what's
Algie
going
is
on.
is
Don't you, Aoikon?
Sweetie Belle
Huh?
I don't even know who
Well,
that
Even if you
is.
say so.
from My
Yeah,
Little
they had a
Pony.
lot of
really know either.
they had a lot of
Except
some sort of
Except
deal with Hasbro
there was something Subakura-san said earlier.
or something.
Kind of-
Subakura. Again, huh?
I wish there were more
said
SpongeBob
that if you
voices,
reach
but
the goal
like
first,
the reason
you can leave this
15.ai is a thing is because
Seems like
it was
changed
more
a
it was
bit.
focused on a
And
My Little
such.
Pony project
sorry?
that they
Never
were
saw
part
this
of, and
Please
they
allow me to
already
defeat you.
had all the
And
My
that's
Little
what,
Pony
though?
voice clips on hand, so that SpongeBob was kind of just thrown in
Yep,
as a
It
you know
looks like
little
it'd be
gift.
best to ask Subakura directly.
If you want to see them, then went that way.
Is that so? Then I guess I'll try going that
But
way.
it took forever for me to get like the voice clips that sounded
Enjoy your trip.
right.
Yeah.
I also have stuff like this
Oh no. SpongeBob is dead.
Oh no. Bot would say Subakura wrong, so I had to kind of try to fix that. Oh god, it's so hot in my room. Oh yeah, so I did start collecting voice clips for stage 3, but then the website went down.
Yeah.
So now I'm just waiting for that to come back up. But I do have some voice clips in waiting in the meantime.
Oh, whoops.
Let me go look at them. If I could find them, because I don't know where I put all my stuff. God, where'd I put it?
So the question is, are the translations of Len'en canon? Because that determines whether Surabami is canonically bilingual or trilingual.
I think in the original.
That's a good question. Well, Unity isn't loading, so
I think in the original, Surabami did speak English.
Yeah, because in the original Japanese text, Surabami speaks Japanese and English, but in the English translation, Surabami speaks English and Spanish.
Well,
So
I
are
mean
they
that's
bilingual or
well, they also
trilingual?
spoke German and a bit of German and Japanese.
Ooh, so
and
how many
French.
languages do they speak?
some.
Yep.
They're so cool.
So yeah, since Unity doesn't seem to be working, I am going to instead I am going to host a full Yeah, I think I'll just host a rundown of
Just
the
let me know when I could start streaming, because I don't want to interrupt.
oh it's okay.
Oh god, if I'm gonna play, you're gonna see me suffer a lot.
Come on. You fought Surabami in Evanescent Existence, right?
Every day.
But have you fought them in Brilliant Dakota or Hayes Castle? Have you fought Suzubami?
I actually have a video where, like, I did it in practice mode, and in insta-death practice mode, you only get 1 life, and I managed to clear it without getting hit.
Yep, so basically for this
But,
part,
like,
I am going to be going through and analyzing in the 7th anniversary video.
But, like,
now there's the true challenge. Can you beat them both at the same time?
Twin cranes. Yeah, I didn't know what else to use as a thumbnail, so I just grabbed
So here's
whatever
a
I had.
footage of the battle.
Chainsaw Bobby.
That was the only thing I had in my photo.
And original and back number story. So
I
and you
just
can see
wish I
that
could.
the EE story at least has Yosami and Tsubako sides and playable mooks also available.
Playable what now?
Playable mooks, like regular random enemies as low-level gacha stuff.
Okay.
Also listing the max level as 90.
That's okay. It already takes forever to get to level 9.
Yep, I'm assuming they're planning to speed up the process, but yeah, just going back again. They're actually showing unique poses for each of the characters. And yeah, the fairy-like enemies are now just called fairies. Makes things simple.
I wonder what changed their mind to do that. To, like, officially call them fairies.
I don't know, maybe
Probably
the
just to
whole
keep things
secret,
simple.
the whole their name's a secret thing was just a joke.
Oh god. Jinx, come on.
Yep, so yeah, just analyzing these mooks. So you've got the regular
It's okay
blue
you don't have
fairy
a sentient
wielding
gun.
a sword, or this
What
one
happened?
appears to be holding. I can't really see what the green one's holding. The pink and purple one's holding a rod. The
Could do this well in the actual run
Yep.
against Suzubami.
So yeah, and they also elaborated on some differences between them. So, oh yeah, the various types of fairies have different wings. So, for example, there's the
Some of them are
regular
bigger.
ones, the
than the
elite
other.
ones, and the Shikigami ones. So yeah, this blue one wielding a gold sword, and yeah, these I believe are the elite ones, and these are the Shikigami ones, which look quite different. And the various types of ghosts for elements, and golden and this one, which looks like a squirt gun, sword-like enemies, hammer-like enemies, is gun-like enemies, is one that looks to be a rod and a potion, and the nameless, the once nameless is ink-like black enemies from EE. So, like for example, the one that is sort of cross-shaped is referred to as Ink Bird.
You know what I just realized? You know how all the weapons that are sentient have the Senri eye in it?
Yeah.
And like for monocroids, you need a bird's eye for them to work. Do you think it's kind of the same thing? Like for these weapons the weapon enemies to be sentient, they need this bird's or Senri eye.
Yep. Also, the
Yeah,
enemies
that
that
makes
have
sense.
the circular enemies with 3 little circles circling around them are called triple elementals.
Scary.
Yep. So yeah, now it's showing how you can customize which spells characters have. It's
Gabusama
wait.
using monochrome ray is cursed and forbidden.
They stole it.
Yep. So it's showing a screen with various spells. There appear to be just generic ones. I have no idea what the numbers next to the yellow 1, blue, the green 1, blue 2, yellow 3, and red 4 are. But for each of them, one of them appears to be 99. Except for a few, like for example, one that's 43. One that's 43 next to 4, or 10 next to 3, 10, 22, 33, 34, 12 next to 3, and that's about it. And yeah, so yeah, it has, for example, this one has Yabusame with monochrome ray, as you said. So yeah, you can see now. Yabusame doesn't have a unique animation for BPO for monochrome ray, and now you can override a character's appearance with that of another character.
I wonder how many times you're allowed to do that. First, I kind of want to just make everybody claws.
Yeah. So yeah.
I already have 3 claws in my cafe. Claws and cellar.
Why?
It's a beautiful work of art.
I
Though I
have
do think it was a slight mistake though, because the one time a single customer came by, it was Kurochi, and they just walked by. They did not tell me anything, and I still have the achievement not unlocked.
Oh
It's very sad.
Yep.
I
Also,
don't understand why
demonstration
Kurochi
of the
wouldn't
various
want to enter the
stages.
cellar.
It's just not popular enough.
Do you have any idea what
And
might
more.
not enter the cellar?
Maybe it just needs to be more popular. What level are you at?
I think it like dropped to 40 or something.
Not popularity level.
Oh, it's like 50 something? 55?
And the showcase of all the Len'en characters over the years.
I love that part. It was so cool.
That was really nice. Jinx was really
And Cafe
talking about
Monochrome.
how they might not have enough in time, and then they just walk in and Oh, that's fantastic.
They know how to do a lot of things.
Yep. So yeah, that's a demonstration of the main part of the trailer. Maybe released, version beta may be released in 2020.
Alright, hang on. Let me swap my VC so I can start streaming Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle.
Okay.
I almost said Haze Castle.
Yep.
Understandable.
And lastly enough, they leave us off with the announcement.
Also, why isn't it Haze Castle or Brilliant Pagoda?
Of Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle Golden Edition. Which is going to be released sometime in the decade.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's
So
much
yeah,
louder
that's
on my
the
phone.
analysis of the trailer, and now
Oh no, ramen. Ramen, no.
Whoa. Tea ramen. Oh god, no. Anyway,
yep, and now
you're probably gonna hear the music come through my earphones, but like
I don't know where to go for the stream, so I'll just be participating in only the audio portion of the stream.
Okay, well, it should be a bit back in Dave & Gar Arcade. The post for my stream should be a bit back in there.
It is time to break the mouse wheel.
oh god. Or you could
The
just do
mouse wheel
Control
has
F.
been broken.
Wait, no, it's back in bullet hell dodging.
How
Oh.
could you do this to me? I broke my mouse all for nothing.
Shake my head.
At least there's some cool pictures of pole arms in here. And glaives.
Oh yeah, I was gonna stream. Sometimes I just don't remember if I don't if I get
Alright
distracted.
then, so
Save. I'm gonna close these for now.
here is
What's up?
the Len'en iceberg.
Oh god. The complete
so.
edition.
Yep, the complete edition. So yeah, Tier 1, the sky. The Len'en project
Are you gonna
itself.
read the entire explanation?
I'm not going to read the entire explanation, but I'm going to do a sort of summary. Oh my gosh, this thing's 31 pages. Tier 1,
Yeah.
the sky. The Len'en project itself. Here, because it's a lesser known series than the Toho project of which it was based. If you don't know what Len'en project is, I mean, well, for brief explanation, and it's a series of Japanese shmup games made by one person by the name of Jinx that started being made with the first game being released on November 11th, 2013. Subakura and Suzumi. Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle's secret true final boss is Suzumi Kuzu, who is out to ruin Subakura's life for a reason that nobody appears to know. Lines
now.
of dialogue imply that the two of them used to work together and were possibly friends in the outside world. Yet Suzumi had attempted to kill Subakura several times, in process endangering Yabusame. Subakura is equally afraid of Suzumi. Subakura also understands Suzumi's abilities at a certain level. Light level. this was a game mode added in 2018, which was making them, which made them more accessible to new
Oh,
players.
that's loud.
However, due to how easy it was, as it was considered by many players unfun and insulting, in considering that novice players would be better off with regular old easy mode. Jinx's PC98 arrangements. Jinx made several many arrangements of music from the PC98 Toho games, although only 3 of them are available. Len'en series name. Len'en's can be written in a way that can be read as connecting chain or chain link. A pretty fitting name considering the amount of lore and secrets there are, and the character stories intertwining across both games and albums. Sounds the Japanese are both more or less a mix of L and R, but Jinx decided to prioritize the L. Also, the series name is most definitely a contraction of the 2 main characters' surnames, Holin and Inraku. Fools Rush In. And this is a Toho fan game made by Jinx, based on Phantasmagoria of Dimensional Dream. It is playing relatively similar to a remake of that game, but with a priority of racing your opponent to the finish of the stage. Suzumi's alternative personalities. Suzumi is known to have 3 personalities, of which 2 appear in the game. Sine Hamal is a true final boss of Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle, while Artie is the one that is confronted during the Extra plus Alpha stage. The 3rd personality, Benny, has yet to make a true appearance. According to Yago, they all have their own separate souls, and the 3 of them form the secret team in Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle. Alternative Toho spelling. In some of Jinx's Toho works, the kanji is slightly altered. Re-Toho. Trick Nostalgia was originally known for April Fool's videos of remastered Toho PC98 games. Len'en is not a Toho fan game. This is true. Mainstream Len'en memes. This is a reference to the various memes created by the fan base that were referenced by Jinx themselves. For example, the present world overhaul and fashion show memes. Headcanon genders. Len'en characters are drawn androgynous and don't have defined genders. Fans often make their own interpretations of the genders. Remember, just because someone refers to a character with a gender doesn't mean they're wrong. Tier 2. The Surface.
Only tier 2, huh?
Len'en. The original way Len'en was written, although starting with BPOHC and updates to the previous games, it was replaced with a simpler and easier to write kanji. However, Jinx has stated that they're not done using the old spelling yet. The RMI's original trial. Also, Reactivate Majestical Imperial's trial had a physical release. Is alongside one of Jinx's PC98 albums. There was a second trial additionally, but it appears to be lost. Kuroji's Burger Flipping. In canon, Jinx has mentioned Kuroji's reversing ability would be useful for flipping burgers. And during in BPOHC and the Scoundrel Team's route, Kuroji mentions doing just that. And in Book of the Cafe, there's an item called the Reverse Burger. This appears to be a running gag in the series. Jinx's playtesters. Supposedly, Jinx has playtesters who can beat Absurdly Extra Mode. However, nothing more about them is known. Final boss Fumikado. In the original draft for RMI, Fumikado was meant to be the final boss. Later, Shion was created and Fumikado was moved down. Len'en and True Triforcer. In the Toho fan game Triforcer, wait, Len'en and Triforcer, what?
You good there?
Yep, I just realized I accidentally said Triforcer instead of Trifocuser.
I mean, to be fair, it kind of looks like that.
Yep, Len'en and
Oh god,
Trifocuser.
Mittori just
In
showed
the
up.
Toho fan game Trifocuser, outside the traditional world, the character Yamato no Yato uses the spell card Kusanagi, a single glimmer with unchanging centripetal force. As both Yato and Yaorochi are based on the same mythological being, the Yamato no Orochi, a snake god with 8 heads and 8 tails. This was likely a reference. In addition, the attack is very similar to Yaorochi's attack. And Yamato also mentions in Riverbed Soul Saver's extra stage, my 8 heads might have been cut off, but I only need 1/8 of my power to deal with you brats. A reference to the myth about Yamato no Orochi having their body split into 8 pieces. In addition, the character Nomi no Hani, he says something that might be a reference to Sukune, but this is not elaborated on. Tsubakura's ability. Tsubakura's ability is listing it as something like enjoying that which is enjoyable. Yet they are intentionally not using it. Their profile in E also mentions that their love of games eventually gave them the ability to control them, so but this is never reflected in the games. So yeah, but the first ability, their lack of using it is probably why they have such a, why they're always sad, you know? Why they're always frowning.
I think it goes beyond just sad.
Yeah. Yeah, probably does. Tsubakura's sword, or Tsubakura has a sword, or this is canon, and they're shown with it on the title screen of for EMS, and people have often mistaken it for the Tasoken. In addition, in their final spell card in BPOHC, Swallow Reversal, that's the proper translation of that term. It's supposedly used their sword.
I always thought they just drew. They drew on you.
No, they actually used. It's listed as reverse swallow cut here, but the actual translation is swallow reversal, an actual sword technique.
Oh, that makes more sense. Sorry, I got surprised.
Yep. Similarly, this actually led to a mistranslation in first generation Pokemon games, where the move that was called Swallow Reversal in Japanese, since that wouldn't fit into the character limit for moves, it was translated as Aerial Ace.
Oh.
So this explains why Diglett can learn Aerial Ace.
Wait, what is the sword technique like if Diglett could learn it?
It's like so I believe it's the sword technique where, or it. Hold on, I'll actually. You look it up because I remember. Yep, it could also be translated as turning swallow cut. So, yeah, it was a technique used by. Yep, it was the favorite technique of famous Japanese swordsman in Sasaki Kojiro. It was so named because it mimicked the motion of a swallow's tail during flight.
See.
It was supposedly so. Yep, he was supposedly able to swing his sword so quick that it could strike down a bird in mid-flight. There are no direct descriptions of the technique, but was compared to other techniques at the time. Respectively, the two involved swift and fierce cuts downward and then immediately upward. So yeah, I've ended up taking a dive of my own. So.
Sorry, I was concentrating on He-Barter.
Oh, okay. Yep. Now, moving on.
Continue.
Reimu's bomb in Re-SOEW. During the Re-Story of Eastern Wonderland video, Reimu never used a bomb, so it's unknown what it looks like. Subakura is the main protagonist. Although Yabusame always comes first on player selections, most of the lore and plot focuses on Subakura instead. It is they who become the main priest, are widely to believe Shion is quite attached to them, and they do most of the and they have more meaningful dialogue during BPOHC. In addition to the true final boss of that game, and being out for Subakura in particular. In addition, Subakura also has a more in-depth backstory that, as we know of right now. EE and EMS trial versions. They're no longer available to download. Jinx's old pin names. Before working on Len'en, it was spelled exactly like it was spelled Jinx, like the boss from Super Mario RPG. Or the actual genus for the Renic species of bird. Fitting considering the tendency towards birds' names in the series. Later they switched over to using Jinx, spelled the same way as usual before, or decided that since it sounded like the Pokemon, capitalizing the X. Kuroji has no care. Kuroji, he attempts to will do absolutely anything to get money. However, some dialogue implies is that they may have something deeper they may have some hidden depths. According to Shion in RMI Stage 6, Kuroji has given up on both living and dying, and Suzumi's root in EE mentions that Kuroji is not afraid of death. Updates are harder. It's widely agreed that the updates are actually easier. However, certain spell cards were made harder. But that's beside the point. Claus is popular by accident. Jinx has shown surprise at how Claus was so popular, and considering that everyone, both in universe and Jinx themselves, finds them annoying. Glass breaking effect. This is the death sound effect throughout the series. And nobody really knows why.
I mean, there is the use of barriers.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool effect.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten used to it. Monad 1 and 2. Ooh, these are Suzumi's themes, labeled old according to their split personalities. Artie is Monad 1, while Hame is Monad 2. Ooh. In the BPOHC demo, Hame's theme is titled Monad 2, Memory Pursuit. But in the final version, it was changed to Monad 2, Memory Forgery, while Artie's theme was labeled Monad 1, Memory Pursuit. Jinx's gender. Jinx's gender is listed as a secret. However, they appear to have quite the adorable male voice and have mentioned their dick being shocked in I believe it was an ATM. Was it an ATM?
That is not safe for work.
Well, they got their groin shocked in an ATM. I think it was an ATM.
They got shocked somewhere.
Yep. They got shocked in the same place Matt Hill was punched when he was recording voice work for Gundam Seed.
Wow, that is really specific.
Yep. So, yeah, that's actually a story I like to tell a lot of the time. When recording for Gundam Seed, one of the voice actors, Matt Hill, wanted his crying to sound authentic, so he asked the voice director to punch him where it hurt.
I can see that.
Yep, Twin Cranes. This is Tenkai's final spell card in Reactivate Majestical Imperial, which is notable for being both incredibly difficult and outright terrifying. It's also It's also very similar to Surubami's spell card Crane's Cry, Lamentations of the Crane's Cry. Tier 3,
Ooh.
The Below. Fumikado's horse and weapon.
Oh my.
Fumikado has a horse named Sugani Uma that can change its size as need be. It can shrink down to the size of a piece of candy. In addition, they wield an iron club, which is a traditional weapon wielded by Oni. Bird names. According to Tenkai, people with bird names hold special power. Every outsider in the series, as well as several other characters, has a bird's name. And it's implied in a number of places to be a sign of power. Notably enough, seemingly minor characters Sugumi and Hibaru have birds' names, meaning that there could be something important for them in the future. Russian fairies. The fairy enemies in Len'en appear to be wearing tall Russian-style hats. That is all. Daijin,
That is all.
the guy who originally created Len'en and is now a playtester. Nobody wins in BPOHC. Due to most scenarios of the game existing in what-if worlds, the war that serves as a backdrop with technically little more than a show of power, or with both sides presumably ending in a draw. Cafe Reboot. In the Len'en 5th anniversary video, Jinx made a mention of doing a lot of changes to the game, even after already creating most of it. Surubami struggles to go easy. Surubami is canonically the strongest character in the Len'en Project series.
They better be.
Yep, the only character whose post-fight portraits don't show any damage. It's in their Evanescent Existence bad ending. Surubami simulated the events of the main game and was going too easy, having to boost up their power in order to get it through the real main game events. In the extra stage, in Subakura's extra stage, Surubami says that I'm going to get tired having to hold myself back in one fight after another like this, giving the impression that it would be easier on them if they had to fight harder. This is further expanded upon. This could be further expanded upon them in the outside world, where Jinx indicates that they are finding it hard to be in the outside world, where they have to look like a regular human with regular strength. Spirit variants. RMI contains numerous souls/spirits throughout the game. In addition to the collectible items, which Kuroji wants to sell, Seisei wants to absorb, etc., others manage to fuse together, resulting in the creation of Chimera souls, with the main one being Shion. Most enemy spirits in the game are also Chimera souls, but they are weaker since they didn't use the Harujion. And in addition, there's the vengeful spirit Taira no Masakado, who Fumikado tried to revive and create the true emperor out of. There's also departed souls such as Choki, who was able to stay in the living world thanks to a deal with the spirit world's master. Cafe Simulation. In one of the trailers for Book of the Cafe, Nilu and Tom seize Amelia, are tasked with collecting information on Mugenri while running a cafe. This is likely a simulation due to the fact that multiple of the same characters can appear running the cafe as well as guests. And this includes Surubami, who is in the outside world at the time. The game is considered to precede Evanescent Existence and a retelling of the story of the series, as the battle arenas are based on books, and thanks to the various things seen in the 7th anniversary trailers, it's looking more and more like a virtual reality. Ukifune's room. The Dragonfly Castle's throne room is named after Ukifune, the title of a character from a book called The Tale of Genji, which the crest of dragonflies also makes reference to. It is unknown why there are multiple references to the tale, but Fumikado mentioned that it doesn't quite belong to the Taira. World that isn't family covers secret. There's an unknown message hidden in the logo, according to Jinx, but we still don't know the whole thing. Subakura before Evanescent Existence Extra. In Evanescent Existence's main game, instead of playing as Subakura, you play as Surubami disguised as them. The real Subakura only appears in the extra stage, which when they mentioned they were looking into things before getting spirited away. In the world that isn't fantasy, it is mentioned that what they were looking into was the country of non-humans. The 3 courtesy names. According to Sonra's profile, There are only 3 people in Divangara who have a courtesy name: Sonra, Mitori, and Medius. Sonra's was given to them. Mitori changed their name on their own after becoming the emperor. And Medius was granted their surname after being recognized by the emperor. Flying Castle. During EMS, both Subakura and Kuroji mentioned the clouds potentially hiding a flying castle. In Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle, the Dragonfly Castle is a flying castle. When it lands, walls emerge around it. Zeno A and Para's real names. These characters go by some name other than their original one. Para may have forgotten theirs, and Zeno may be hiding their identity. Jinx has said that you're free to theorize about their real names. Klaus's real name. On a Twitter poll on which piece of lore the fans wanted revealed, one option was to reveal Klaus's full name. However, Jinbei's design ended up winning the poll.
I like Jinbei's design. Very
Yep.
nice.
Shiro. In the secret team's battle against Aoji, they mentioned Aoji mentions someone named Shiro. This was later revealed to be the eldest Shitoto sibling, Hujiro Shitoto, in the album A World That Isn't Fantasy. Claus in EMS. Supposedly, Claus is supposed to be playable in EMS, but it was scrapped.
I still wish for that dialogue someday.
Yeah. Bird's Eye. A mysterious item mentioned to be needed in the building of monocroids. Otherwise, you end up like Lynn, and that's in the garbage can.
I'm
Toho
surprised they're
in
still sentient.
Yep. Toho in Len'en. And the theory that Toho and Len'en exist in one universe is due to Haiji directly making use of spell cards from Gensokyo. Past Arc. These are events that happened before EE. The only game in the series that has been in the past arc that has been announced is Monochrome World. In addition, the title will be written in the title for the series is Past Arc is written in katakana instead of the normal kanji. Yao's 7 Tails and Tasoken's Fake Float. Yao has 7 tails despite having 8 in their name, suggesting that they're the second eldest of the siblings instead of the eldest. In addition, Orochi is holding the Tasoken with a tail.
Do you think? Oh, sorry.
Oh, but it looks incredibly thin since they can change the size and thickness of their tails. You were saying something?
Yeah, do you think the other eye would be Sarajimaru's twin? Like, direct twin?
I don't know, but...
Like, there's gonna be 2 Sarajimarus if the other one survived.
Yeah, I don't know, but we'll never know about that because dead. Okay. Tier 4, or...
We're getting deeper.
They're the Ridge. I have no idea how to read this kanji, but it means nothingness. And it's using a less common kanji for it. Subakura's mother. She dead.
I like how blunt the document has it.
No, that...
Like, it just
yeah,
smacks you with the
Subakura's
information.
mother. Subakura's mother is dead. Suzumi mentions that Suzumi mentioned having seen the face Subakura made when she died, it leading to the potential theory that Suzumi murdered her.
Who knows what would happen?
BPOHC remake and cut modes. Jinx showed interest in using in BPOHC's mechanics again in the future. It was eventually confirmed in the 7th anniversary video that they are making a remake slash re-release. Is known as Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle Golden Edition. And
I hope that it gives me more extends.
yep, it is.
And
There's a chance that this could include the arcade and challenge modes that were scrapped due to it having due to the fact that it would have taken 2 years to make.
I hope they have the boss rush. Oops, I died.
Whoop.
I also hope the cells are only 10 cells. The extra is only 10 cells and not 20.
Yeah. Yeah. Tabakata Renin Senki, a Toho fan game video for. Oh, that was made for. Or a certain contest featuring gaming mechanics similar to BPOHC. Ice Cream Man.
Oh god.
This is an actual canon thing. And Mitori killed an Ice Cream Man because he charged too much. I am not making this up.
It's just, I think it's too absurd to be made up.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, they didn't mention. They didn't mention assassinating the leader of effectively Mugenri's equivalent of PETA.
Yeah, I don't know. Using a mirror to make everyone like you, even though you're a horrible person. Oh.
Subakura's nuclear incident. According to the Scoundrel team, Subakura once accidentally made a nuclear weapon, and that it didn't, and it led to an incident, and that is speculate. Some fans speculate this incident to have killed Subakura's mother. In addition, Subakura is supposedly very upset over it.
I just have to point out the fact that Hoaka calls the fact just says the fact that Subakura got depressed over it hilarious for some reason.
Yeah, might be the whole second soul thing, and being an influence. Either that or their ability to try to read the mood. Could be.
What mood is there in that kind of atmosphere that would make it hilarious?
I don't know. It's probably just the second soul thing.
Oh god, Hoaka, come on.
Yeah.
Also, I'm playing something with melanism and it sucks. Because the background is sort of dark.
Yeah, I'd understand why that sucks.
Oh god, I've actually gotten it. I died. I've actually gotten it on Kudo Heavy before, and Medias, and Kurimitsu. Those are like really bad ones. Because the background is literally just black. And also, I died.
Yep, so.
I had to start over. Anyway, you should continue.
Meanwhile, next, Giant Killing / Name Cast Off from the Edge's original version. And both themes were originally meant to be longer, but were cut down for size. Hujiro is Hal's guardian.
11 minutes long. Oh god. You can continue.
Yep, Hujiro is Hal's guardian. Yes, she is. Although it's not clear what this means. BPOHC demo, Suzumi. Suzumi initially appeared as the hidden Stage 3 boss in the BPOHC demo. It's likely that the demo is canon due to this.
This is all Suzumi's fault. They're making things confusing with their confusing antics.
Yeah. Devengara is a steady state. Due to being about the size of the Kanto and Kansai regions in Japan, there's debate about the plausibility of how much this of the land is part of the city. It's possible that not all area within is the urban city, and that the emperor that only and since there's an emperor that only rules Devangara, and as opposed to Mugenri, it's possible that it's more like a city-state, something like Singapore or Crossbell. Although this
If
is
you look at the, oh sorry, if you look at the battle preview, like the old battle preview for Book of the Cafe,
yeah.
you can see it opens the book for Devanagara, and you can see a stoplight and crosswalk on there. So
Yeah, I know.
think they also have vehicles and stuff too.
Yep,
And also,
I've heard that the technology in Mugenri is no better than the 1930s.
oh God, there's also the fact that in one of the endings, Suzumi wakes up from memory diving and opens a window, and there's a heavy smell of industrial coming in. So that's also mentioned. So it's a very industrial heavy place, and you could smell it. So that must be fun.
Yeah. Nilu is a monocroid.
Also, I've
slash
noticed.
Shitoto.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, this
I've
is.
noticed that.
You noticed that?
The document. The document doesn't contain any mention of Karu's colored mist. I don't know if that's worthy to be on the iceberg though, but like basically Karu has the various colored mists that each have their warning. So far they've only been using the red one, which I can't quite remember what the message is. I think it means everyone stay inside, there are intruders out there or something. And I'm also pretty sure the document does not mention Lumen's the 3 hero of lights, where Lumen was a hero in the past.
Yeah, the 3 lights.
Yeah, I don't think the document has that, which I was kind of surprised about.
Okay, thanks for mentioning that. That'll be on the VOD, so I can remember
nice.
it.
Yeah. So basically, just to explain it, back then there was a big incident that apparently Lumen was involved with solving, and ever since then they've been declared as a hero, even though recently they've just been lazing around.
Yep. So yeah.
And there were 2 others. Yeah, there were 2 others with Lumen, but we don't know who they are. But they were part of the lights.
Yep. So yeah, Nilu is a monocroid slash Hitoto. The first of these has been confirmed in a recent Len'en 7th anniversary video. There is also the theory about them being a Shitoto came from their shirt collar resembling the ones worn by the Shitoto siblings, and the fuller colored black belts on their cloak corresponding to their color motifs.
The thing is that if Nilu is based off of any of the Shitotos, they don't share the same color as any of the Shitotos, but they do have brown hair, which Suzumi has, which I find interesting. So, and also, you know how monocroids are usually based off of someone, like Rei is based off of Subakura and Zelo is based off of Yabusame. Nilu could be based off of Suzumi based on the hair color.
Yeah.
But if the Shitoto thing is correct, they could also be based off of Hojiro.
Yep. Hibaru and Sugumi. There's a weird connection with these two, who both linking to the samurai. Not only do they both have birds' names, but it mentions that the two apparently used to work together, and something happened that led to Hibaru attempting to leave Sugumi for dead. In addition, Hibaru also attempted to assassinate Tsurubami sometime in the past.
Can't believe Tsurubami let that happen. Like, let that go. Hibaru is still alive.
Yeah, you have to wonder.
Did they like just not care anymore after they stopped Hibaru?
Yep. Satsuki Rin. The idea that Jinx has taken scrapped Toho character Rin Satsuki as his own character. Jinx's version of her is based on both her and an old Toho poster girl, generally being a common interpretation of her in the fan base. Yuka, Shiki, and Satsuki Rin in FRI. Rin was used by Jinx as the extra boss of PODD and the Re-Toho series, which was later released as Fool's Rush In. He was asked if he plans on adding these to FRI, and he said yes, but just doesn't know when. Kunamitsu's cuisine. Apparently, Kunamitsu is really good at cooking.
Yeah, especially the fact that Mitori is really interested in it.
Yep.
And they have a sweet tooth, so I don't know how that's gonna go.
Hold on.
No problem.
Yep, I was just adjusting things since my shoulder's getting stiff. June is a god. According to the profile, June is related to a rain god, despite being stated just to be just a mere yokai. The Ivory Cup. Supposedly, it is shaped like a mug and represents the accumulation of human knowledge, or rather, how much humans don't know. Learning the secrets of the unknown is the mission of a group known as Spillers of the Ivory Cup. The name is a reference to Magic the Gathering. Huaka's split personality. In the secret team's battle against Huaka, Suzumi suggests that they have a split personality. For some reason, the Shitoto family are the only people with whom Suzumi is open with about having multiple personalities. In this scene, Huaka observes it as well. Suzumi mentions that they have something similar, and probably a few other people know about it. This could reference their hot and cold ability, or their sudden attitude change between EE and BPOHC. 2 Mugenri video. What was that?
I guess they just learn how to make it subtle.
Yeah.
Like if it is real and they do switch, they make it subtle.
Yeah. Suzumi's desk.
Wait, you skipped the 2 Mugenri one.
Oh yeah, I accidentally went forward there, so. Yep. I accidentally skipped Suzumi's desk at first. In Suzumi's good ending for RMI, we get a glimpse at Suzumi's house. In the corner is a desk with the symbols of Taurus, Aries, and the Sun. Fans notice that these symbols make up the monad glyph that is Suzumi's sigil, and are believed to correspond to Suzumi's altars. 2 Mugenri video. According to a Fanbox post, Jinx made a video of the 2 Mugenri track that appears in a world that isn't fantasy. However, he wasn't able to find the video, and thus not post it publicly. Tier 5. The Basin.
We're like almost halfway there.
Yep. Kuroji is militaristically a hypocrite. Kuroji is known to detest war and say that they have no care for it. Yet they get involved with war for the sake of money and according to their profile, were a military strategist in the past. As it is unknown if the experiences of the war they have been in is unknown if they've been in a war in the past and the experiences changed them.
There's also the fact that I believe in EE, Yabasame calls Hoaka a walking strategic weapon. I don't know if that means anything, but that could also imply that Hoaka also deals in strategy as well.
Yeah. Garai's ultimate. Yep.
But yeah, I don't think anyone ever brings that part up.
Yep. Also, just something to mention. And apparently Huaka is stronger than Kuroji, but not as skilled.
Isn't it like they're stronger in manpower, where Kuroji is more weaponry oriented or something?
I don't know.
I thought I saw something like that.
Yep. So Garai's ultimate strength. According to dialogue in BAPOHC, Garai is far stronger than they appear to be. In an interview, Jinx has said that they have been using several Shikigamis at once, and in the secret team battle against them, Artie notes that the entire Dragonfly army is made up of Garaya's Shikigami. Considering that is about half the stage enemies in the entire game, they are using a lot of power just to bring a bunch of mooks into existence.
Yeah, and then you're just killing them all.
Yep. Birds name symbols for each outsider. The bird used in the characters' names tends to represent them, with Tsurubami represented with a crane and Suzumi represented with a sparrow. Version 1.00a, the versions of Len'en games before they were added. These versions are still possible to download, but nothing was known at Suzumi's presence whatsoever at the time, with only very minor hints to them in RMI. And the gameplay was considered harder than after the updates. In addition, Evanescent Existence originally had no flash bomb system. End is static. The knives in the Unreal end always spawned around the player in the same relative position to the player, thus giving them a fixed route on escaping the trap each time. Critical point.
I have no idea how that looks.
Critical
so
point.
I always fail that spell card.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, continue.
Critical point bidding its last farewell. A music video made in Jinx by 2012, and the first appearance of Hal and Hujiro. That's about all I have to say about it, although it is a pretty decent song. Suzumi's real name. A theory that Suzumi Kuzu is not the name of the body, but rather the amalgamation of souls that is Hame, Artie, and Benny. Pillars of Mugenri. This is a reference to Tenkai and Tsurubami, who supposedly kept the balance in Mugenri. This could also refer to the barrier and shrine, and which have also been called pillars. Xeno A is not immortal. Well, Xeno A, it can manipulate probability at will, making whatever kind of outcome they desire. Although they don't have full control of it, because of that, they cannot die even if they wanted to, due to the chance of them dying being set to 0%. However, after having dueled Tsurubami, Xeno felt the fear of death for the first time. And with the spell card rules, Mugenri would erase Xeno from existence. Spell card rules are guidelines.
So there's also the fact that Tsurubami's ability could also mean that they could raise potential in Xeno A's ability, so maybe they could also use the probability chances to their advantage.
Yep. The spelled card rules are guidelines. And the rules of spell card battles are as follows. You duel, whoever wins the duel has to give an order to the loser, or if the loser doesn't follow through with the order, then they are erased from existence.
Mugenri itself, apparently.
Yep. Over time, Jinx has been asked numerous questions about potential loopholes that Jinx has had to think about how to fill them. Also,
Are you still there?
yep, I was just thinking about how to phrase this because I forgot a part. Alright, the orders need to be followed within 30 seconds. And could can only be denied if the person who is given the order escapes within that time period. And some orders are not always completely fulfilled. For example, when defeated by the Shrine team in BPOHC, Huaka only gives a third of the answer. And Tenkai accidentally not saying melon in Suzumi's RMI Extra.
Oh,
It appears that there's either some flexibility or a mutual agreement if the winner feels satisfied with the order being followed. you know, I just noticed when I read Tenkai saying melon, the first thing I thought of was friggin' facade.
oh god.
Yep.
Poor Tenkai. Literally everyone called him Melon.
Yep, Terumi is dead. This is true. While they're still conscious, they're technically dead and decomposing. And this is why Mitsumo wants to find a new body. Shrine Roads connect. We have no real
completely immobile.
Yep. We have no real visuals of how the Shrine Road connects to other places, and Tenkai seems to be one of the few people who knows what's on the other end of it. Jinbei is a walking encyclopedia. According to the preschool team's battle against Subakura, Jinbei is the one who taught Tenkai about some of the Senri's past generation priests. It's also where we learn that the Senri Shrine's textbooks are a bunch of lines, and that Jinbei holds many secrets. It's of which they refuse to tell.
Of course.
Emergency Everyday 2010. This was the first Len'en game that was abandoned. First made back in 2010, and wasn't really discovered until around mid-June 2017. Jinx didn't create Len'en. And continuing on the above, Jinx had hardly any involvement in that game. Once development game to a halt, Jinx wanted to become the Dojin creator and asked Daijin for permission to carry on with the project. This permission was granted with two conditions: that Jinx created everything except the title from scratch, that their seniors would transfer all rights to the content to me and no longer have any involvement whatsoever. With this, Daijin passed ownership of the series to Jinx, who had overhauled it into what it is today. Surubami's birthday. Surubami is the only character from the Evanescent existence whose birthday is unknown, as of the world that isn't fantasy, which revealed the birthdays of every other character in the game. Surubami's actual familiars. Jinbei is a familiar of the Senri Shrine, not Surubami's personal familiar. In the 7th anniversary video, the gray-colored fairies in EE are supposedly Shikigami, with the possibility that these are Surubami's familiars. Evanescent Existence's game files also featured an unused winged snake-like and bird-like enemy sprites. Jinx claims that these are Surubami's original familiars that weren't used initially because it wasn't obvious enough. The bird-like enemy eventually appeared in BPOHC. Isekai. The theory that Mugimori is a separate world and not a realm similar to Gensokyo. Due to the similarities between in Isekai series where characters are sent to another world. There are hints as to how big it could be, and hints that celestial bodies move differently to the outside world, suggesting that it is a different dimension. And Jinx is working on more than 2 games: Book of the Cafe and a Monochrome World, and Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle Golden Edition. These are the 3 that they are working on at this time. In Fanbox posts, they mentioned some characters were going to be absent from their new ideas. Mentioned working on another game on Twitter, and yeah.
I am so bad at death bombing.
Tier 6, the summit below.
Oh god.
Swamp of Len'en 5. The area after There's stage 3 in the middle is the Shrine Road of BPOHC, which has a distant color. Jinx mentioned, yep. After stage 3-0 in BPOHC, there's an area in the middle that it appears to be a swamp. Jinx mentioned wanting to show it off more eventually in the future. Hujiro's task from Subakura. Subakura had tasked Hujiro with handling a number of things, so they disappear for more than a year. Now that a year has passed, Hujiro has started on these tasks. Len'en is a retelling of what happened in a book. Possible theory that everything seen in the series is playing out in one of Suzumi's books. The indies of Suzumi's roots reveal that they're essentially the narrator of the series, or at least of Brilliant Pagoda or Hayes Castle. During some endings, someone asks, is this the memory you're looking for? Or it's possible that the stories of the Len'en games are being retold through Suzumi's memory books. Book of the Cafe could also back this up, as the battle system takes place on top of books. Space Corridor, the third stage of EE. This is a corridor that only Urubami can access. However, there are fairies roaming around, and eventually revealed to be Surubami's Shikigami, and Yabusame is able to enter it. And Suzumi's also able to enter it. Mima and Len'en.
Apparently it took a lot of work, though, because Hammy says there was effort trying to get into it.
Yep. Mima and Len'en. This could be a figurative statement and referring to Choki, who has a similar design and species to Mima, or it could be just a meme. Subakura generally enjoys Yabusame, despite Subakura's profile in a world that isn't family, listing one of their dislikes as Yabusame. A EMS suggests that Subakura enjoys Yabusame's cooking, and this is proven in BOTC when Subakura has one of the worst cooking stats, while Yabusame has a pretty decent cooking stat.
I actually memorized all the cooking stats in Book of the Cafe. Yabusame is actually tied for 3rd place with Surubami for the highest cooking stat.
Yeah.
While Subakura has the worst and Claus has the 2nd worst.
Yep. And in a few short stories, they do drink together.
Wait, I always see them generally hanging out.
RMI Abex pseudo safe spot. On Tenkai's 3rd non-spell in RMI's Absurdly Extra, a circular there's a safe spot at the very top left corner of the screen. It's not 100% safe, but it could potentially be with RNG.
Potentially. That's what they always say in Len'en.
Yep. Claus got hospitalized by Suzumi's real reason. In Subakura's extra stage, in EE, one of the first things Suba says to Claus is to go back to the hospital. Several games later, we learn that Claus has a bit of dirt on Suzumi, knowing about their abilities and being immune to memory manipulation. Claus also mentions that they can't be killed so easily.
It could be they're overconfident, maybe.
Yep. Putting these together has led fans to the notation that Suzumi is the reason Claus was hospitalized. The castle didn't choose Choki, a theory that Kaisen believes that As in the shrine route, Kaisen expresses their lack of trust in Choki, and believes that the castle did not choose them and that Karaya is siding with the wrong person. According to Tenkai, the castle didn't choose someone as the emperor, but instead it reveals itself to the bait for the new emperor.
And apparently the last owner of the Dragonfly Castle was Surabami.
Yep. Yeah, they also believe
that does make me... Oh, sorry. What was it?
Yep, they also believe that Fumikado and Choki do not understand the true nature of the castle. Well, in addition, Garai is intent on making Choki the new emperor, although unknown to them, Choki is not interested in the job. Yes, you were saying?
There's also the fact that we haven't considered how, like, what the Dragonfly Castle kind of does when the owner leaves, or if it considers its old owner to be, like, how it considers its old owner to be gone. It could be like the presence is gone from the world in some way, death or just leaving, but we don't really know how the castle decides on that.
Yep. The Emperor's weaponized braid. In a tweet, Jinx revealed that the ends of Mitori's hair are actually weapons. And that is all.
Yeah, they are apparently super stiff, and if you are behind them, you could get a good whack in the face, and it will hurt.
Yep. Yarochi and Sarajimaru's original profile. According to the original Omake of EMS, Jinx wrote dialogues for the Otogumo siblings that ended up being 3 times as long as they were in the final version. Lapsus is the circle that created emergency every day. Monad Zero, not to be confused with Monado, which is a Xenoblade thing, but this is a supposed theme name for Benny, and possibly their real name.
Could be Monad Dream, also.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Makes me wonder. Jinx said that they had the game planned out up to Brilliant Pagoda or Hayes Castle, so I wonder why they didn't have anything planned past that for Benny, unless they did, but they couldn't find where to work it in.
Huh.
Because everything from the cafe is going to be new material, but like that kind of implies that there wasn't anything planned for Benny.
Yep, also I can't take Monad Zero seriously because I just read it as Monado. Yep. Pagoda Bridge and Sukune. During the preschool team's brilliant route, Sukune mentions having been responsible for partially building Davangara and the Davangara and the bridge across the state. Characters Yep, this is never discussed in detail, and it's unknown if this is true. Daijin as the final boss.
Sorry.
Daijin suggested that they would meet Serensu again in stage 3 of Emergency Everyday.
Or he could show up an extra.
Yeah, that's likely what they're intending.
But yeah, so I was saying before, Sukune also took offense when the bridge was insulted.
Yeah. There's that. Spellcard.png, the image that is used on every main character's spellcast. It splits and rotates on itself as the spell gets casted.
I really like how it looks.
Yep, Claus can talk normally. Claus talks normally in Surubami's good ending in EE, showing that they are certainly capable of it, but choose not to.
Well, it's Claus.
They have
Lumen
game.
I guess after they got beaten up, they just couldn't have the energy anymore. Keep
Yep.
going with that.
Lumen game. The theory that Lumen could be involved in the past arc due to them having solved an incident in the past is one of the three lights.
Oh, there it is. I was wondering where it was. I
Yep.
guess I skimmed too fast. I couldn't find it.
Yep, Jinx's eye, their persona on their website. It just what is.
With the time.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm thinking about this every time someone drew Jinx on the Scriblio.
Yep. 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 I always draw Jinx with a graduation cap. Yep. As a shadow
I could
with.
be confused with Surinsu though.
Yep. I always draw them as a black shadow with one eye and a graduation cap. Yep. Thinker in the Abon, or the Thinkers in Abon. And this is a group that Hujiro and Subakura belong to. Who supposedly they investigate black boxes, which is a term for mysterious unknown phenomena, and trying to add to the store of human knowledge in this way. World.mqo. Myelin file of a sphere used in Yabusame's extra route in EE. All appears to be using texture, but in game it only shows as plain gray.
Maybe the barrier was gonna be a sphere at first. I don't know.
Yep. Tier 7, The Deep Dark. Subakura's Living Hat Eye. The theory that Subakura's hat is alive due to Subakura admonishing it in EMS and it having its own dialogue box. In RMI, Subakura also mentioned that Shion should not touch the eye.
I mean, there's also the fact with the bird's eye and the monochromes in general. I believe those are the same eyes. Like the Senri and bird's eye, in my theory, are interchangeable.
Yep. Surubami is missing. A theory that Surubami might be lost in the outside world. From Q&As, we know that Surubami is finding it hard to live in the outside world, and according to BPOHC's demo, their extended absence has led to a collapse of their rule. And as of a world that isn't fantasy, they've already been on leave for a year. When facing Suzumi disguised as Surubami as the shrine team, Suzumi mentions that when a new priest appears, the old one needs removing. This is likely false, but it could be true, but at the same time, they only mention removing, unless that's a translation thing.
Or maybe Suzumi was just trying to pull things out of their ass.
Yeah.
I mean, like Artie has said, they put a lot of a spin on the information they tell in the secret team.
Yep, so this is likely false.
Yeah, for all we know, they're also putting a spin on that.
Yep. Suzumi's residences. During a Q&A, Suzumi was mentioned to live in a lot of places. One of these places, as seen in the good ending of RMI, is an apartment in Devengara. Every player scenario is canon, and Evanescent Existence follows a fixed timeline of events, where Subakura's scenario, well, quote-unquote Subakura's scenario happens first, and Yabusame's happens afterwards. EMS has no proof that all scenarios are canon, and is pretty loose on its storytelling. RMI and BPOHC canonically have Suzumi messing with the timelines so that it's impossible to tell what is canon. So everyone remembers their route in RMI. Bad endings are canon, and bad endings are the bad endings of the game generally have of the characters going out to try again. So it's possible that they are canon in at least some timelines. Yep, you were saying?
I would kind of. Sorry, I died. I would find it interesting if there were unique bad endings though, because there's some bad endings that kind of lead on to a different story than the actual neutral bad ending, like Xion taking Algae if they won. I feel like that would change some things
Yeah, that would definitely change
because
some
that was
things.
part of the deal if Xion won. So like imagine having that ending where it's the same except Algae isn't there.
Yeah, but then it's just like they have it like the Davy back fight where they have to fight another match as to win them back, and then if they lose, it's just downhill from there.
Whoops. Now Halaka's taken too.
Now, oh gosh, this is like the Davy back fight.
Oh god.
Trial versions are harder. According to certain players, the trial versions of EE and EMS has had faster, denser bullets and more complex patterns. This was also mentioned in the 2015 interview with Jinx. Tsurubami's rule was justified. Tsurubami was an absolute dictator, oppressing yokai and making them hide in fear. Numerous characters showed signs of being glad of their leave. However, according to BPOHC's demo, Tsurubami held a balance of power that prevented the Dragonflies and Imperials from going to war. Once Tsurubami left, they were free to go to war. Or Tenkai also shows no will to shows no. Oh, yeah. So Tenkai also said there were merits in Tsurubami's rule and was angry at Yabusame slacking off as a co-priest. He's suggesting that if they don't do their job properly, Mugenri would cease to exist. In the preschool haze ending, Tenkai wishes once again to go incident with Tsurubami. In addition, Haiji is a big fan of the Senri line of priest, and one of the few people to witness Tsurubami's climb to dictatorship.
Also, guys, the Tenkai one didn't mention the dialogue in extra plus A.
Yeah, they were absolutely furious at Suzumi.
And like also they did have some will towards Tsurubami coming back.
Yeah.
What were we on? Sorry, I just forgot.
Yep, outsiders being brought in regularly. Though it's not clear how, outsiders regularly find themselves in Mugenri. It is known that it is easier to enter than it is to leave. Winning by doing absolutely nothing. It is possible to beat the Unreal mode and Absurdly Extra stage in Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle by doing absolutely nothing, with the right set of upgrades and skills. The only button you need to press is X to skip dialogue. Draft names. According to the OMake for EE, Jinx had about 50 candidates for potential names for characters that were eventually trimmed down to just 10 that have deep meanings to the characters before picking their final names.
Makes me wonder if there were like other bird names that would.
Yep, Jinx has the draft names noted somewhere, but was not able to dig it back up. The idea that Len'en existed in Yabusame and Tsubakura's surnames is also supposedly a pure coincidence. Seisei and Fumikado. According to the preschool team versus Kujiro and versus Yabusame, Seisei proclaims himself to be royalty. And in New Emperor team versus Seisei, they once again claim to be royalty, and Fumikado gets an unsettled feeling when seeing Seisei. Yozane also points out that they have the same hair color.
Also, Sisa calls Fumikado a faker.
Yeah, faker! I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
I'll make you eat those words.
You're not even good enough to be my fake. I'll make you eat those words! Yep. It is believed that Seisei's origin is from the legend of Takayasha Hime, the daughter of Taro no Masakado, who was confronted by a Kunamitsu's inspiration, Taro Mizukuni, in the ruins of the old Soma Palace, where Takayashi Hime summoned Gasho Dokuro to attack him. Outside world magic. According to Jinx, there are other abilities and magic in the outside world. Well, they're just not that noticeable. Some outsiders that aren't Kuroji had their abilities before entering Mugenri.
And also Claws. Claws did not have any.
Oh yeah, that. Benny. Suzumi's third personality, mentioned only in a tweet at first. We only know their name and their portrait. And that they have spell cards. They are expressionless and have black eyes. It is suggested that Benny has a dislike towards Mugenri, and they are known for barely speaking. It's almost universally agreed that they speak in RMI's good ending, with the assumption that there aren't more than 3 Suzumis out there.
Oh god. The more the merrier.
Legless Haniwa Mecha. When looking at Sukune's Super Haniwa in full via the data files, you'll notice that it has no legs.
I haven't seen that personally.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the files.
You know, I've just personally been imagining it having super stiff legs. Like just big blocky legs. Yeah, they basically have big rectangles for legs.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Magritte dimensional
that's what Sukune
travel.
wants. Oh, there's also the fact that Benny is always seen in the back of the secret team because it's a 3-team group, but their eyes are closed because they are inactive. Where on the select screen, their eyes are open.
Yep.
So that just seems to suggest they are not aware or awake or active or anything.
Magritte dimensional travel. Tsubakura created and managed an interdimensional train known as the Wings of Magritte, likely used by a Helen Hujiro to travel to Mugenri. It's possible that Suzumi also used it to travel to Mugenri, as speculated by the Shitotos. Double revenge plot. Likely referring to Suzumi wanting to take revenge on both Tsubakura and the Senri priests. Especially with the latter in an entire war, or in BPOHC. This could also be referring to Surubami and Suzumi both mentioning revenge at some point. At the end, Surubami and their bad ending of EE, and Suzumi at the end of their playable extra stage in BPOHC. Klaus is a mastermind. Oh my gosh, this actually sounds similar to a really stupid theory I made during my Trails of Cold Steel blind playthrough I'm not joking when I theorized that a cat was behind the events of the game.
Just a cat.
To be fair, the cat was partially responsible for waking. The cat is sort of a co-pilot of a giant robot, but that beside.
Still a cat.
Yep. But yeah, Claus is a mastermind. Claus is incredibly powerful and has a tendency to guess correct information amidst their ramblings. They also managed to outsmart Suzumi in BPOHC and chuckled at the fact that Suzumi wasn't able to kill them. In addition, Suzumi was unaware that Claus knew about their secret personalities. There's reason to believe that Claus may not be as delusional as they seem. Old Dictator's place of birth. During the preschool teams, Tinkai mentions that they and Surubami are from the outside world. However, there's no proof that this is the same outside world the main characters come from. Artie is the sensible one. And yep.
I feel bad for Artie.
Yeah. I imagine Artie just being the only sane man.
And there's Benny doing nothing about anything.
Yeah, Benny's just trying to plan out everything. And at the end of this,
Benny only appears when necessary, leaving Artie foistered with everything.
Yeah,
as you know.
I imagine when Benny first says something, when Benny first has a long-term, if Benny has a long-term dialogue at some point in the series, I imagine they're pretty much going to be saying something along the lines of "Sore mo watashi da," which is what members of which is what anonymous members of the Japanese Forum 2 channel are referred to, and also a meme related to the Super Robot Wars about a certain villain proclaiming this, a phrase that translates to "that was me as well" when being asked about various events in the game.
It was all me.
Yep, although to be fair, that villain was losing his sanity over having survived through universal resets.
Boy, I mean, there's resetting in this game too.
Yeah, that's something that relates to Hame, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Artie has the rewind ability.
Yeah, but it was said that it was implied that Hame was getting more insane as Artie uses the ability.
Yeah, because I remember there was a dialogue where Hammy was just getting more sickening after they traced the late Emperor's wife.
Yeah.
And Artie was just like, "Oh, you good there? What's going on with you?"
Yep. When BPOHC first released, and Suzumi's multiple personalities became well known, it was commonly interpreted that Hame was a nice personality compared to Artie being the mean personality.
Oh,
however, updates revealed that Artie was likely putting on a show during the BPOHC extra stage. With Hame, with Artie trying to hold back Hame from killing almost everyone they meet, and are absolutely disgusted by them on some instances. Is even in one point in the original translation, calling them beyond fucked.
I remember reading that when I was an early Len'en fan. I was just floored, but I loved it.
Yeah, I remember I was 15 or 16 at the time.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
That Yeah, you've been in here for a while.
Yeah.
I joined when I was like in in college, somewhere
Yeah,
there.
I don't remember exactly when I joined, but I remember it was a good time before Beat POHC came out.
Oh God, I could only assume how it was without knowing Suzumi, and now Suzumi is everything.
Yeah. I mean, I
And
wasn't a part of the Discord until about, I believe, just last year. So, yeah, I wasn't
yes,
particularly active, but, you know, I read the TV tropes pages.
I actually never checked out the TV tropes pages.
You know, I actually,
well,
I actually, yep, I've noticed
did you
several errors
write
on
for it?
them, but
Um,
yep, and some of them are, and the pages are somewhat outdated due to nobody managing to maintain them much.
could tell. It's. I guess I never went on there because I I I got into Len'en with reading the wiki, so I already had all the updated resources available. And then I
Yep,
saw the Discord. I was like, oh, I'll join.
yep,
Cause like I felt like the wiki, yeah, has information, but I feel like it would be better if I had some people interaction about like knowing the series.
yep. So I believe I got into the series sometime in 2016 because I remember I got into it after Fire Emblem Fates was out.
Oh wow.
So,
Yeah, I got into it like sometime around 2019, so I'm a very early fan.
yep.
But honestly, I'm really glad for the Len'en Iceberg because I really do want to learn a lot about Len'en.
Yeah, I mean I've got pretty much encyclopedic knowledge of it in some form, just not all
I
at
know,
the same time.
yeah, same. Like I know the general gist of every character. That's why every time I make people who aren't into Len'en rate the characters, I'm usually explaining the general gist and backstories of each character as we
Yep.
go along.
Oh yeah, now it's a good time to also add that Suzumi tries to avoid killing, because that would harm the timeline. Now,
Well, Hammy doesn't, but Artie does.
yeah, Artie. Yeah, I meant to say Artie. Whoops. Yep.
Hammy cares not.
Yep. Yep. The new kanji for this series is meant to represent the Suzumi arc due to it being added to previous games when Suzumi was updated, and it first appearing in BQHC, which was their debut game. We even learned that the original kanji will be used in the future of another arc. Okay.
I guess it would make sense if it was used in the past arc because it's in the past.
Yeah. The past arc spells the game's name in katakana. So. Tier 8, The Abyss. Suzumi is not a villain. Jinx has stated that it's a secret whether Suzumi's the villain or not. And this is a theory involving why Suzumi is after Tsubakura in the first place. Their motives remain unknown, and which leaves open the possibility that they're justified in attacking the rest of the outside world humans, or that they do it for some perceived greater good. Now, this is something I actually follow. I think that Suzumi is either they're a well-intentioned extremist or they believe that they're a well-intentioned extremist.
You don't really know what they're planning either. It has something to do with Senri because Hammy does say that Artie and I guess Benny, because Hammy says you guys. So
just look.
Hammy and Benny hate the Senris.
Yep. I was just looking at the way that Artie in particular speaks, and the way that Benny addresses their plan makes it sound like they either are well-intentioned or at least they think they're well-intentioned.
We can only speculate right now.
Yep. All BPOHC
Um,
teams are fighting a Suzumi clone. In stage 6 and in the final and extra plus alpha stage of the secret team route, Suzumi fights and erases a clone of themselves, who exists due to Suzumi rewinding and replaying history. This fact allows for the possibility that the other teams might be facing in clones as well, as opposed to the real/playable Suzumi. The clone theory seems to also serves to explain Artie's different behaviors as a boss versus as a character.
oh god, already got extra dramatic.
Yep. Although I personally have just subscribed to the fact that Artie was hamming it up and making them seem like a villain, maybe making them seem more evil than they are on purpose for something in their plans. Kaoru truly is forgettable. Yep. So this first came from the meme in the fandom. Where Kaoru's wiki page took a long time to be updated with any information after the game came out. Characters.
You know what's kind of... Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Characters.
I'll stay after.
Seem to forget about Kaoru by the time they reach the next stage, as though they weren't paying attention to them. In addition, the secret team reveals that Kaoru had a prior run-in with Suzumi, and it was bad enough that Artie almost wanted to kill them. In addition, Mitari cut down on the Geifu's budget. Sanra agrees to the cutting down of the budget and doesn't have a good relation with Kaoru.
Yep. I forgot what I was going to say before.
Oh goodness,
What was the previous point again?
That it was mainly about Kaoru being effectively a big old butt monkey.
Oh, I remember. I don't know if it's still like it now, but Hibaru's wiki page on the Brilliant Pagoda and Hades Castle summary, it just says insert summary here.
Okay,
I don't know if it's still like
I'll
that
need
now.
to check that.
Yeah, check it because I'm in the game right now. Playing right now. But it's been there for a long time. It's still there?
No, I was looking up on Google to see if I had it in there, and the first two results that came up were Hibaru Tuba Fish and Hibaru Koku Tenchi. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it still says insert summary here.
Oh my god. They still haven't done anything for Hibaru. Hibaru's
Yeah.
a true forgettable one.
Insert summary here.
I loved when Hibaru did that in the game.
Yep, avoiding the road. In RMI Stage 1, the landscape is covered in snow except for the Shrine Road. Either the snow was directly avoiding the road, or they've got some really good people in charge of cleaning it. Likely the latter. Iozane's Resurrector. During the new Emperor team's brilliant route, Mitari and Kunamitsu and Sanra are surprised that Iozane is still alive after having been poisoned and presumably killed by Mitari. Iozane doesn't go into any detail about how they survived, and who may have helped them is still a mystery.
All we got was something happened.
Yep. I can't read Sanskrit, but apparently this says Devangara. The last three characters appear on Kunamitsu's crown. And Jake's confirmed that Devangara means holy capital, which can be transcribed into that.
Yep.
Jinx's friend's original theme. According to an make from E. One of the themes in E is an arrangement of of a friends. Jinx is not allowed to say what theme it is, and it had to be remixed.
I guess we'll never know. It'll
Yep.
be just another secret. Maybe we'll know when Len'en concludes.
Yep. It's also said that. Yep. It also might come with the fact that Eternal Dance Engine sounds very similar to Save the Game from Emergency Everyday.
I mean, those two were very similar. Like, I'm pretty sure the dialogue was taken from there. Like, most of it was taken for stage 3 was taken from there.
Country of Non-Humans. It's something that Tsubakura and Co. were supposedly looking for that split off from humanity a long, long time ago, up until they disappeared at this of EE. This could also be an alternate name of Mugenri. Textureless pagoda and haze castle interior. The models used on stage 6 of both the haze and brilliant routes are not using external textures, but rather plain color palettes from the model files themselves. Jiro and Chibi, these are Jinx's turtles. That is it.
Oh, sorry, I died. And I lost all my bombs, so I'm upset now.
Oh, darn.
Death bombing is hard.
Yep. I can't read this kanji, but it's in reference to the fan video Re-Emergency Everyday, which painted the perspective of Daijin as a playable character and Sarinsu as boss. This Suzumi Iozane combination, in combination with the edit team feature in BPOHC, which is considered to be extremely broken, and Jinx answered that this was unintentional and that there are other broken combinations.
Oh boy.
Len'en and Toho. This has been memed about quite a bit with the release of Hidden Star in 4 seasons, having a somewhat similar plot to Evanescent Existence, and also effectively a flash bomb feature. And Wily Beast and Weakest Creature having a Mayumi Jotogu, another Haniwa yokai of sorts, with a spell card somewhat similar to Sukune's Mud Cluster Dogu Warriors. Also, both of them are stage 5 bosses. In addition, it's possible spell cards has Sakuya's Time and Changeling Magic, which has similar mechanics to Kuroshi's Reverse Card Comprehension and Death, which came before. Mysterious Damaku toys. According to Evanescent Existence, Tsubakura and friends used to need certain tools called Damaku toys in order to fire Damaku. So far, we know of Yabusame's dimensional fragments and Suzumi's aftermath blades. Len'en is no longer Toho inspired. This is from the fact that it slowly moved away from being Toho inspired around BPOHC, which had many gameplay changes and an incredibly more complex plot. BOTC and MW are also more themed in other genres that do not exist in official Toho works yet. Tinkai and Claws has had there's a strange connection between the two of them. They both inhabit spells inverse of each other, or on BPOHC's map. They both have space manipulating powers, and their colors are complementary, especially notable on their theme uploads on YouTube. In addition, Claus' EE theme has some parts that appear in Tinkai's theme as well. Well, Jinx dodged the question in a rather different way than he normally does, as opposed to his little "I'll leave it up in the air" answer, / it's a secret that he's known for, or Jinx instead decided to distract them from it. Mitori's biological parents. According to Mitori's profile, they were skeptical of their mother not being their true mother. Or they climbed up the heavenly mausoleum in secret, saw the Emperor's lineage and history upon the mirror, to which Mitori was not present. For unknown reasons, the previous Emperor was lying, stating that his children were true heirs, even though they were not biologically related. This means that Mitori was never a true Fujiwara to begin with. Suzumi actually became Tsurubami. Tsurubami being a fake in BPOHC. He is rather well known, but it's possible that it was more than just a mere disguise. Tenkai insists that it was way too alike in Tsurubami in both personality and power. Yabusame, who is implied to be able to smell things really well, claims that they even smell like Tsurubami. Yabusame can also pinpoint dodgy things, which they couldn't do with this fake Tsurubami. And Shion couldn't tell their lies. As when Suzumi deactivated abilities, Tsubakura pointed out that it was not memory manipulation, making Ari realize they've made a big mistake.
Yo.
Yo!
I had to.
Yeah.
Every time I hear it, I can't help but say yo.
It's possible that Artie had already altered their reality and make them actually Tsurubami. Revealed when Suzumi battled against themselves, Suzubami would still need to act when talking, mean that they don't just think, but also act like Tsurubami. It's also confirmed that Uzumi essentially borrowed Tsurubami's power for that stage. Ageless characters.
But could not master it.
In an interview with Jinx they said that they do not plan on disclosing the ages of any characters, and that they themselves do not know the ages. Some characters are incredibly old, while Osukune is mentioned as being rather young for a yokai.
June is a teenager.
Yeah. So, yeah, Suzumi's original shot type. Also, in my time zone, it's no longer Len'en Day, but whatever. We're still going to keep it going, though.
We gotta finish.
Yep. Suzumi's original shot type.
What is your time zone?
Before being properly implemented into BPOHC, a data mine by YouTuber Two-Eyed Mike had showed out this shot type for a hidden character. There are a few small differences from Suzumi's current shot type, namely with their bomb covering the screen with static.
Oh my god, I just choked hard.
Sheesh.
Also, I personally don't like Suzumi's shot type. It kind of makes me distracted from dodging whenever I have to let go of the button. And,
the painting trio event. A reference to a painting which has a reference to a real-life painting featuring the characters that Choki, Seisei, and Kunimitsu are based off of. Jinx said that they may have been inspired by them, but that doesn't mean they are them. This painting involved the daughter of Masakado summoning a Gashadokuru to fight Mitsukune. Tsubakura's relation to Araneae, this is a scientific name for spider, and And Tsubakura is referred to as a spider by both of the Atagumo siblings.
That's so specific.
Yep. This is the only time it's happened during the series, so maybe it's just an Orochi thing. Unsatisfied. It's
Maybe to
unsatisfying.
them they look like spiders.
Yep.
Maybe to them or to snakes. Maybe the ink. The ink could look like spider webs, I guess.
Yep. So, unsatisfying sacred beasts. According to the music comments on Hiburu's theme in EMS, it's implied that Hiburu convinced 4 sacred beasts to take out alone a long time ago. These beasts paid back the debt with their eyes, which are now on Hiburu's back. These eyes hold the powers of each beast, but apparently Hiburu is not satisfied with the payment. I actually didn't know that.
Same. I only knew about the 4 beasts part, but not like how they gave up their eyes.
Yep, so that's where the eyes on Hiburu's wings come from.
And they do not have 6 of them.
Yeah! Oh my gosh.
Okay, monochrome violence time, so I might tune out a bit.
Okay.
I do like monochrome violence though.
Yep. It's certainly a dangerous spell, but I managed to clear it on normal extra today, so...
Oops. I have died. I have
Oops.
1 more life, and I don't have hope on completing fake bombing.
Sheesh. Yep. The Mugenri Barrier. A physical... Oh wait, hold on. Back to the Sacred Beast. This could imply that since each high holds the power of a beast, Hiburu is more powerful with the eyes. Okay, so, this could mean that they're somehow holding back.
Do you think when Hibaru tried to assassinate Tsurubami, they wanted the Senri on Tsurubami?
That's a good question. I mean, Hiburu was not satisfied with them being paid in eyes.
And like the Senri is also an eye that holds relevance. So maybe Hibaru tried to force Tsurubami to give it up, so they could also put that on their back.
Yep, it's possible. The Mugenri Barrier.
Maybe I'll share that theory with the server later, if I remember.
Yep.
Oh, how did I survive? Never mind.
The Mugenri Barrier. This is a physical border between the outside world and Mugenri that appears to be quite difficult to exit, as even Tsurubami struggles with it. Apparently you have to do a sort of trade to cross it, and not many people can easily grant access to see it themselves. It requires precise timing and a great deal of profile. While Shion's RMI profile reveals that the souls that pass through it lose the ability to judge themselves as good, making Shion effectively made of evil. Possibly explained why the outside world humans can be so awful in game. BOTC customers get food poisoning. This is just one of those silly ones where many of the foods in Book of the Cafe are pretty inedible. Well, that is it.
There's also the thing is, when I read Shion's profile, I realized that Shion calls their soul like it smells Subakura's soul smells the same as theirs. And then reading back on Shion's profile, it does like reveal a lot of ideology about Shion, and it makes me wonder if what that means for Subakura's soul. Like, do they think like Shion in how it's stated in Shion's profile?
Huh.
Because like I haven't. I can't pull up the the profile right now, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it says that all the souls in Xi'an calls that the world is evil and a bad place and all that, and it makes me wonder if Xi'an's soul smells the same as Subakura's, as shown in the RMI Shrine dialogue. Then what does that say for Subakura and how they think about the world? So that's just one thing that I've noticed recently, and no one really talks about because Gion loves to eat Subakura
Yeah.
soul. Yeah, I'll bring
Adagumo's
that up later,
palace.
too.
Oh, whoops. What was that?
Oh yes, I'll bring that up later in the Len'en chat if I remember, along with the other theory what I have.
Okay, Adagumo's palace. Supposedly the Adagumos lived there, but now it's ruined. This could also be referring to the place where Yamato no Orochi got assassinated. The imperial family and the earthly gods. This was randomly brought up in a world that isn't fantasy. There's not much more to it. Barriers. How do they work? Barriers in Len'en are hard to learn and understand. Tinkai suggests that it's impossible for a regular human to understand them. There are numerous interpretations of how it's created, such as detecting hidden objects that people are used within speech. Tinkai gives some insight into them on the Shrine Team's neutral route in BPOC. Barriers in Len'en are not physical, but rather conceptual and metaphysical, that mainly have a front and a back. This is a recurring motif in Len'en.
Yeah, that part I really don't understand much on.
Yep. Jinx's Twitter DMs. Jinx probably a few of Jinx's DMs to many different people about questions related to questions about Len'en are locked inside various DMs. Oops. So it's unknown what this information is at the present time.
Do you remember when I DM'd Jinx and to talk about the Santa Ray plush? Because I actually commissioned that to be real, so I'm hoping one day to give it to Jinx somehow. But and then they sent me heart emojis, and that was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm ever going to give it to Jinx, but I want Jinx to have it one day.
Yep. Who turned off the Great Mirror's powers? The secret team discusses the history of the Great Mirror, which had the ability to reverse events and ideologies, and was used by previous rulers to keep the people pacified and change thoughts of rebellion to support. However, by the time of Mitori's ascension to the throne, people had a poor opinion of the old emperor and several previous ones, revealing that Mirror's powers ceased working before Mitori destroyed it. It's likely that Iozane's father would be the one who undid the Mirror's powers.
Why?
Yep, it is unknown on why.
Oh, this is unknown. Oh, so many things are unknown.
Demonic and spiritual realms. Slightly renamed to be more puzzling, but this is referring to Makai, the netherworld, and the spiritual world, which are known to exist as a part of Mugenri. Spiritual world was mentioned in Choki's profile, while the other two were mentioned in a Q&A with Jinx.
Never actually see any of where the dead go, because we've been focusing on the living for so long.
Yep. Serensu's
the only exception, I guess, is freaking barrier in the freaking hole in the barrier, and then the Heragion.
Serensu's Twitter account. Serensu exists as a real person, similar to presumably the other developers of Emergency Everyday. It's currently protected and likely not used. And I've heard that some members of the UAM Discord have found it and Senritsu effectively told them, get the fuck off my property.
Oh God.
And they responded. And they obliged.
Does that sound like a person who wants to be talked to?
Yeah. The Suzumi wasn't the true culprit in BPOHC. The theory that the war wasn't Suzumi's intention.
They twisted the narrative pretty hard and they admitted it to themselves.
Yep. The theory that they didn't intend for an all-out war. A lot of BPOHC's rumors and the like felt odd, and Suzumi feels tacked on as a culprit by some. So some people will think that they aren't the true culprit.
Guess maybe it was just Tsurubami all along.
Pang was
Also,
slightly abandoned. In early 2019, Jinx opened an Ask box and began fielding questions from the fans. However, they stopped answering on June 4th, following June 4th, 2019, and thus has been abandoned rather abruptly for unknown reasons. Mugenri's theme.
I forgot what I was gonna say before. What was the previous point again?
Oh, it was about Pang. It was about Jinx's Pang account.
Something about Suzumi.
Yep. The theory that Suzumi didn't intend to cause an all-out war.
Oh yeah, so I don't know if you've seen it in the server or not, but I said this theory where part of the reason why Tsurubami chose Subakura as a successor is because with how Subakura is, whenever Tsurubami comes back, whenever that will be, they know that Subakura will just hand back the priest role really easily, like without fuss, because Subakura doesn't want to be a priest.
Yep.
Like, so when
that is
Tsurubami
certainly a
comes
possibility.
Back,
yep. But yeah. Mugenri's theme. In the music comments of EMS, Stage 3's theme, the Stage 3's theme, Through the Way Home is Lost, Keep In, is said to represent Mugenri's atmosphere as a whole. And on Twitter again, Jinx stated that the theme was somewhat based on the image of Mugenri itself.
I can see that.
Seiho and Len'en, and BOPHC's Stage 5 Brilliance, and has some resemblance to the Seiho project, which Jinx dismissed as a coincidence. Senri Crest, the iconic Senri eye, associated with the Senri in general. However, this icon is... Yep. Jinx also answered on Pang that the Senri Shrine doesn't have a flag, but rather a crest that remains a secret.
Oh boy, another secret.
EE parallels with EOSD. A loose theory that Jinx made EE more or less follow various themes similar to EOSD. While not really in terms of story or gameplay, there are a few potential observations. It's first stage boss using darkness, second stage having a water/ice theme, third stage boss being a watchover, fourth stage one being a magician that uses fire and ice, fifth stage boss using knives, and the sixth stage boss fighting under a spear with elegance. And Tsurubami also directly references is Flander's dialogue in EOSD in Yep.
I wonder if Subakura ever got their 1 coin.
Yep. Tier 10, Point Nemo.
Almost there.
Yep. The creation of Mugenri. According to the first apparently the first generation priest of the Senri Shrine created Mugenri. Since Mugenri is pretty huge, it brings in question how the priest managed to pull such godly creation and why. Now that Haiji owns a pin that was originally used by this priest. He's
Maybe it wasn't that big at first and it expanded over time or over generations.
yeah. But it was said that the first Senri priest was the one who created Mugenri. But speaking of which, it's the Senri's ultimate strength is the next one.
Oh boy. Don't worry. I'm not excited right now, so don't. I'll be able to not stream.
Okay. According to
I'm too
Peng,
busy playing.
Surubami
I'm too
is
busy
stronger
playing
than the
games.
entire world's military combined, including nuclear weapons. Xeno A is said to be one of the very few who can compete against them properly. Although and has drawn them countless times.
I'm holding it.
It was left open whether Surubami was going serious on Xeno or not. In
Only both of
addition,
them. I think it was. I think in Xeno A's profile, it did say that their matches were pretty much death battles.
yeah, but Xeno also mentioned that they didn't know if Surubami was actually being serious. Yep.
In my personal opinion, I don't think they are. Their nature is very playful, so.
Yep. However, Surubami also, as at one point, mentioned that it's hard to hold back their strength.
I mean, I guess playing is also a form of stress relieving. So if Surubami is like stressed, I don't think they would want to hold back and build up more stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is speculative.
Yep. In addition, in Suzumi's EE Extra, Surubami stated that they didn't want to show their full power to those who they couldn't fully understand. And Suzumi, disguised as Surubami, was also not able to use their full power due to not being able to replicate it. In addition, Tegai states that Surubami's power is on par with the third and second generation priests. The first generation priest is stated to be far stronger, being powerful enough to create Mugenri as a whole.
I really am interested in the first generation priest right now.
Yep. Also, as a side note, Surubami's ability is described as raising poultry.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like poultry. Kind of sounds like potential. So I don't know if it was like a typo or something. Like not by translators. I mean, but like Suzumi or something, or Suzumi was bored and wanted to describe it as something more fun.
Yeah.
Because I believe raising poultry came from Berlin Pagoda or Hayes Castle, maybe, I think.
Yeah.
And that's where Suzumi was writing some of the descriptions, if not all of them.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just a play with potential or something. I don't know.
Yep. Talk Kuroshi Suzumi
I don't have the verdict.
Yep. Talk Kuroshi Suzumi 0.txt. In an early version of the dialogue between the Scoundrel team and Suzumi, prior to version 1.20a, it contained one line of dialogue from Suzumi that didn't make it into the final cut. When Kuroshi proclaims that it's about time Suzumi paid for all their bad deeds, Suzumi asked, "Isn't there a deadline extension or something?"
Would be funny to see Suzumi say.
Yeah. Suzumi entered Mugenri via birth. A wacky theory that it goes on a possible explanation as to how Suzumi entered Mugenri. While I personally thought that they entered it while the barrier was broken. Yep. Since
it's a funny way of putting it though. Like it's like saying I entered Earth via birth.
Yeah. The theory goes that Suzumi changed reality in such a way that they were actually born in Mugenri. Already mentions that this is the Mugenri of the world where we were born, and could potentially mean that they were born in Mugenri, in some sense. Fumidado!
Oh god.
Yep.
Honestly,
Yep, this was a typo from a very early version of BPOHC in the in the battle between in the battle between the new Emperor team and Kurohebi. Yes, it's a bit silly.
you know, typos are everything.
Yep. Fumidado. Yep. Bishamon. More thoroughly, the Bishamon Kyuko crest is supposed to represent a piece of armor that Bishamonten wore. Or this design appears as a graphic in Choki's spell background. RMI deaths. This canonically Shion has already died and come back to life. And in a bad ending, Subakura did the same thing. All thanks to the Harujian.
Do you think in the other teams they also died, but it didn't show it? It only showed Subakura or mentioned Subakura's. Like, what if Kuroji died and they came back to life, and now they had to carry Shion to the shrine because they lost from dying? It's a dark turn for a typical ending, after all. Still there?
Yeah, I was just thinking about an idea. I've actually got an idea for a Len'en animation script, but I can't animate, so... But I mean, I've got ideas for a script, but I might actually incorporate something like that in the script.
Okay, you should also consider like the unique bad endings of Grim Pagoda Hayes Castle too. I think that would also be really interesting. Like, I can't think of more examples right now. Like, past the Shion and Aoji thing.
Yeah, I was actually considering how it would work. I mean, I was thinking that a lot of it is going to end up being outdated by canon.
But, like, Grim Pagoda and Hayes Castle has been out for a while now anyway.
Yep, I was just thinking that perhaps it was that perhaps this animation would take place in an alternate universe where, or it's implied that Yabusame remembers at least some of the events from the universe that the games took place in.
Boy. They're not affected with Suzumi's abilities, so that makes them even more special.
Yeah.
Oh man, I am tired, and I don't think I actually ate today.
Oh
I think I
jeez.
just forgot to eat. Yeah, I was in the VC. I actually wasn't planning to go into the VC for long. It's just that I joined to get my feelings out. Then Tony joined, so I was like, all right, I'll stay and chill with Tony. Then everyone else started joining.
Yep. Anyway, Jinx's gender
It was fun, though.
headcanons. Supposedly Jinx has their own gender headcanons for the various characters, but has not released them and likely will not. The outside world is our reality. In interviews, Jinx described the outside world and reality to have very little differences. As Rei and Zello seem to exist as trick nostalgia as well as in-universe characters, with Rei being an ambassador for Mugenri. Even talking to Hujiro and Hal on Twitter as part of the Mugenri Revitalization Committee. Suzumi is an experimental disaster. This is a loose theory trying to explain Ain Suzumi's betrayal of Tsubakura, why they have three souls, why they have three souls according to this.
Oh god, another typo.
Yep.
I gotta tell Tony.
It's about as amazing as Attack of the Eye Creatures.
We have to ping Tony. It's that important.
Yeah, Attack of the Eye Creatures. Yeah.
Two of them.
Yep.
But yeah, that does remind me of that, the part of the Book of the Cafe roleplay with, the Twisted AU. where
Yeah.
An experiment went wrong and sent Suzumi's alters into different bodies. And yeah, like Benny ended up in Yabasama's and stuff. And yeah, this started because Subakura and others were trying to get rid of the alters, which did not go well.
Yep. Actually, the
Yeah,
fan verse I've been working on, the Crystal verse, which I haven't released any stories or things for yet, but yeah, I've tentatively titled the Crystal verse. But
Better
yeah,
than what I named it.
funny thing is that in that dimension, Suzumi appears to not have alters. And
Interesting.
yep. So yeah, that's just a thing that I wrote there.
Mm.
So yeah.
There's
But
also the what was it called? The messed up AU, where apparently the alters operate differently than typical Suzumi. Like Suzumi, the main alter is not referred to as Benny. They just use the name Suzumi.
yep.
And Hammy is taken as a more parental role, and Artie was given the disciplinary role.
Yeesh. So
Yeah.
yep. The theory goes that with them being on friendly terms before, it's something like the old Sonic backstory comic.
Oh god. And you know how those comics tend to be.
Yep, the old Sonic backstory comic. Hold on, I'm going to look up.
I actually do have my personal headcanons of how Hammy came to be. Well, I have a non-serious one and I have a serious one.
Yep, the Sonic the Hedgehog promo comic, which claimed that Dr. Robotnik was created when a scientist ended up spilling a drink on a machine known as the retroorbital chaos compressor, resulting in him being bathed with 10,000 volts of pure evil energy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Imagine having that flow through you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't really have one for Artie or Benny, because I kind of think that Artie or Benny could have been the original before the alters came into play, if that was the case. But with Hammy, I think that the non-serious theory is that Subakura ran out of hair for Kurohebi, and so they took Suzumi and then they just took all their hair off to give to Kurohebi while Kurohebi was in development. And Hammy and Suzumi did not like that and eventually grew really, really pissed at Subakura for just scalping them bold, and became self-conscious of their appearance, which, Hammy
Oh my
is.
gosh.
And Hammy came from there. The more serious theory is that whoever was the original Benny or Artie, they had really, what was the word? I'm trying to remember the word.
Oh my gosh.
They had really bad intrusive thoughts regarding Subakura, and they would they would try to reject these intrusive thoughts, but it was always there, and the coping eventually created Hammy to, because they're I'm sorry, they the because they spawned from these intrusive thoughts about Subakura, which is why Hammy is so creepy like that.
Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, the Sonic promo comic also claimed that Sonic's fur turned blue due to and his quills were fused together due to a freak accident with a treadmill, which caused him to be fused with the speed that he was going at.
And now he's blue.
Yep.
You're blue now.
So yeah, the theory that Suzumi's an experimental disaster is believed that due to them having worked together on something in the past, as Suzumi the theory goes that Suzumi he was involved in an experiment that resulted in them either going insane, becoming absolutely OP, or causing other souls to fuse with them.
I believe that is called integration. But
yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so like actually the funny not funny, but like the less serious theory about with the hair and Kudo Heavy is because when I got my Kudo Heavy plush that I commissioned, I noticed that the hair was flappy and not sewn on the back of Kudo Heavy.
Oh my gosh.
So like Kudo Heavy was just bald back there. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god, Subakura ran out of hair for Kudebi.
Yeah.
And then that just spawned that theory where just Subakura just used Hammy's hair, because, not Hammy, Suzumi's hair, because they both have brown hair, kind of.
Yep. So, yeah. Also, apparently Subakura has no idea what Suzumi's motive is, so it's possible that their memory of it was erased. Next theory, Tsurubami didn't leave. A loose theory that suggests that Tsurubami did not leave Mugenri. Now, this is incredibly unlikely, but there are some vague observations. Now, this one's a long one. And where did they go after EE Extra with Yabusame? We don't know. According to Tsurubami's profile, it's mentioned that they are on vacation, which contradicts most pieces of information later on. And apparently they're not relaxed enough to be lying on a beach.
I wish they were. They deserve a break. A real break.
Yep.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Well, obviously, Tsurubami has been coming back to Mugenri to eat at one particular cafe sometimes.
Yep.
That's a joke.
Yep. It could also be taken figuratively that they did leave but are watching over Mugenri. It's theorized that it could also be theorized that Tsubakura's hat eye is a means for Tsurubami to watch over what they're doing, as the hat eye did not exist prior to EMS.
I still say it's the same as a bird's eye. They're just calling it different things because it's associated with Senri now.
Yep. There's also Nilu and Tom tasked with collecting information on Mugenri, and once again, it could be theorized that Tsurubami is the one to ask the two and give information they collect back from Mugenri. Also, Tom looks similar to the unused sprites that were supposed to be for Tsurubami's familiars.
Tom is literally a bird's eye. They're a bird and they're an eye.
Yep. Difficulty above unreal. Well, there was some backlash to the inclusion of light level due to it being too insultingly easy, with the compromise being that Jinx would eventually add a difficulty harder than Unreal. However, that has yet to happen.
Oh, can't wait until it happens.
Yep. Where did Huaka's real arm go? In BPOHC's prologue, Suzumi attacked the Shitoto family and severed Huaka's right arm by making Huaka forget it.
Oh my god. That just makes it sound like they forgot it at home. So, like,
Yeah.
Waka's arm just appears in the Shitoto house and Hoshiro sees it. I was like, what the hell? Oh my god, can you imagine? I left my arm at home, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't explain where the arm actually went.
Well, Hoaka forgot at home.
Yeah. Suzumi and Gensokyo. Oh, Hame mentions that they recognize Haiji's spell cards. So, it's possible that Toho Project is that either Hame has been to Gensokyo somehow, or actually plays the Toho Project game series that exists in universe.
I like how it says Toho Project game series and not just Toho.
Yeah.
But this does remind me of a time randomly in the roleplay where Tenkai needed to go somewhere and Hizumi wanted to come and they're like, okay. And then it turns out the somewhere was Gensokyo. Like, I didn't plan it. And like, Reimu had a daughter now there because it was the future timeline. And
in the future.
And, yeah, she wanted like more control over Gensokyo. And then Hizumi was like, you should become a dictator.
Oh no!
He was just yeah, he was just encouraging this kid of another world to become a dictator. But then the daughter was like, well, I can't do that because Reimu, my mom, would not approve.
Yep. The next theory is that Mugenri is conscious due to it itself being able to erase people who don't follow through with spell card orders. According to Tenkai in their battle against the Slaver team, Mugenri is alive, suggesting that it is Mugenri who chose the outsiders with birds' names. While open team scenarios, both Sugun and Yaoruchi agree that Mugenri's soul could never be reincarnated.
Oh god, that sounds really harsh.
Yeah.
But I forgot what I was gonna say. Actually, sorry.
Yep. 3 black eyes. Tsurubami, Subakura, and Benny all have pure black eyes. The first two have clear connections, but it's not known what this means.
I mean, to be fair, Subakura and Tsurubami have black hair to go with the black eyes, because the hair eye rule, which actually I don't think is in the doc. Is it the hair eye rule that most characters have?
Yeah. So yeah, this is... Yep, the theory goes that the Shinri Shrine was split into 2, keeping one half outside. When a new placement is needed in Mugenri, they call the outside world's version on who the descendant is. This could also be the reason why Tsurubami was brought into Mugenri long ago. Other outsiders were brought in as well. That may just be due to the trade deal that is required to pass the Mugenri barrier. In addition, Tsubakura mentioned they have connections to Mugenri and E's music room, with a reference to the pun on the Shinri kanji, which is also said with unlock. With the reverse shall be clarified, which is also what it said when the BPOHC extra stage is unlocked. This could also explain why a Shinri eye is on the Suzumi's clothes, and why a Benny appears to hate the Shinri. Background.jpg. This is referencing the background image of Jinx's website before it was revamped. Still possible to find through web archives. ABX plus A level 0000 instant death.
I can't even imagine. I don't even have Apex unlocked.
Yeah. Maybe with TAS it might not be possible. Yep.
Well, I mean, it is called absurdly extra.
Yep, level 0 instant death though.
I already struggle with level 0 normal extra. Well, I mean, at least I got to Xeno A right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna choke, just watch.
Yeah.
Also, they gave me no extends this time. That sucks.
Yeah, so yeah, even without instant death, it's still a serious challenge, although theoretically possible.
But that is a big theoretically.
Yep. So,
Left is there.
yeah. And finally, for Tier 10's finale, is Len'en's finale. In the interview with Jinx in 2017, it's confirmed that the final conclusion to the series' story has been planned. However, most of the BPOHC story has been planned, so it's unknown. It's going to be a while until we actually see this. Does it involve Suzumi, Tsurubami, Yabusame, June, John McClane? We can only speculate.
Or maybe.
Now for the grand
Tracer.
finale.
Yabusame.
Yep, the other side. Yabusame Holen. And the question is, who are they? Apparently, it is impossible to imply common sense to them. Due to the fact that nothing about them appears to make sense. And you know, they're actually going to probably be one of the reasons why the script retelling, a script retelling in the events of the series is going to get outdated. Because no doubt with something with Yabusame is going to end up not applying to canon.
Well, who can blame you with everything Yabusame is? We discover like something new about Yabusame every day, probably.
Yep. It is impossible to apply common sense. Self-explanatory. Empty Bean. Tsurubami's final spell, well, based on Yabusame, which supposedly reflects their true nature. It's probably why a Tsurubami calls them a flying natural wonder.
Scary. Also, that reminds me, through Google Translate, flying natural wonder becomes flying natural monument. Or something like that.
Yep. Origin story. Jinx put up a poll letting fans vote on what piece of lore they wanted revealing, with Yabusame's inspiration being one of them. This is unfortunately voted out by Jinbei's design reveal. And it's likely that origin story was a mistranslation. Hoden was intentional. For years their surname was spelled as Hoden, but as of BPOHC it was switched to Holin. However, when previous games were updated, the old spelling was not updated. Yabusame and Gensokyo. In the 3rd anniversary of Len'en, Yabusame and Tsubakura are addressed as PC-98 Marissa and Modern Reimu respectively. In the dialogue, Tsubakura seemed to show no understanding of what they're dressed as, while Yabusame seemed to understand. Since common sense does not apply to Yabusame, does that mean they've actually been there? Or maybe they've just played the Toho games? BPOHC tutorial. Yabusame and Tsubakura talk to the player on how to play BPOHC. Once finished, Tsubakura learns that the Yabusame presented is from a different dimension, hinting that the Yabusame present is the one seen in the main game. This also meant that Yabusame broke the fourth wall, making them a self-aware character. Hammer. According to the battle against Mitsumo, Yabusame has the legendary hammer Mjolnir in their possession. Immune to Suzumi. In BPOHC Extra plus Alpha, Yabusame is the only one out of all the 4 teams to fully remember Suzumi, meaning they are entirely immune to their ability. It even seems like Yabusame is somehow able to hear Artie talk.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And like no one brought it up ever. I was like confused because I was reading through Yabusame's dialogue, and then it seemed Yabusame heard Artie call them something, I forgot. They called him something troublesome, and like no one ever brought that up. So I was so confused. Like, am I going nuts? That Yabusame can hear Artie apparently.
Yep. Yabusame is the Imtal in BPOHC makes mention of the 11th dimension, and the EU theme makes reference of the M theory, which again links to 11 dimensions, and this M theory theorizes that there are 11 dimensions. We only see 3 of them, and a fourth one being time, as well as 6 compactified spatial dimensions. Since Yabusame can cross dimensions, it's likely that they can cross all dimensions, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps.
But yeah, that's a lot of references to the 11th dimension. I never actually realized that.
Yeah, but
I never looked into M theory, so.
yeah, but that's actually it. So yeah, it's 1 in the morning, so
Yeah, you should. Actually, it's 1 in the morning for me too, so I guess we have the same time zone.
yep. Excellent. So
But yeah, it was really nice going through the list with you and
yeah.
just dissecting some of it that we
Yep,
could.
this was a fun stream.
Yeah, it
Yep.
kind of got crazy, but I liked how it got thought provoking at the end, and I died.
Yep.
I had a bomb.
So yeah. See you whenever I see you, I guess.
See you. Have a good night.
Okay, you too.